So, right, we should be back, and this time it should be correct. There we go. Yeah, because otherwise we don't get the stream on YouTube. Right, welcome, Mark. Hello to you. Voyager, moin. And Milton, hello to you as well. Vinny. Vinny says he grew up in what's that TNCC again? Dr. Fred Moid, Cloakon, hello, and Amantha, hello. Right, in case you're wondering where we are going to go to Flamingo, Bonaire. Is it called Bonaire? I keep forgetting. If you don't remember this, we did a flight here with FSI panel. There was a scenario, wasn't it? So we're going to fly from here up to St. Maarten. Now, of course, we know St. Maarten, right? There's a interesting enough. There is a an event going on. I think it's what's the streamer called on YouTube? He's called Flight Deck to Sim, I think. Yeah, I think he's flying along as well. So that's why we have lots of people online today. Right, let me just get my sounds working here. There we go. All right, so cool. Let's then find the departure airport and let's find a nice parking spot. How have you all been? Hey Lee, moin, gute wie. What do you mean no X-Plane 12? I didn't announce X-Plane 12. Hey, good. Oh really? There's also a 747 group flight. Okay, well we may just get around that. Holger, hey, how you doing? And Andreas, hi. Austrian 320, schönen guten Abend. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you all had a great weekend. I was working. I was actually working last night. Had a long night flight. Got back this morning. Kind of a red-eye rotation, I think they call it. Right, FS realistic profile. Right, let's see. Ready to fly. Now let me. That all looks very nice, doesn't it? Nice and Caribbean style. Oh, school starts. Oh no. Is it last year for you, Lee? Or how many more years do you have to go? Stefan, hi. How you doing? So let's go live. Actually, let's do double click. So that's live time, 1807. Fantastic. And we're going weather. Live weather. Huh? Is it supposed to be raining? Nah. It's not raining. Keep default. Now let me just see control options. Just make sure that we have everything working. So we've got throttle FENIX, joystick FENIX. That's all good. Alrighty. There we go. And why am I having 100 FPS? Something's wrong here. Hang on.
Welcome aboard the Captain Blackbox Twitch channel subscriber experience. Could new subscribers please make your way to the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks,
I have a
and
feeling
premium
it's
items
the
tailored will
Nvidia
be
Inspector
served. Thank you.
showing the wrong FPS values again.
Good evening, BB711 thumbs up.
Good evening, Kazipaya. Thank you so much for your 13-month. Kazipaya, I hope you're doing well, and thank you so much for your support. That's really kind. Why do some 321s have 10 exits and some only 8? What you mean exits? There's different versions with the Neo, for example, and I know that there's some different versions with the 319. Yeah, there's also 320 different versions. it's an operator thing. They obviously correctly. There we go. Okay, so 50. I can see the correct thing there. Right. So they have been licensed, obviously, and approved by authorities. So it has to do with the operator preferences. And the 321, you can have different setups depending on what the airline wants. Obviously, the authorities will say you need a certain amount of exits to be able to evacuate everyone from board within a certain time frame. That's normal. That's what is to be expected. But yeah, rest operator preference. So one more thing I want to do here, just dial down the sim sounds just a tad. There we go. Hey, MAN, are you flying along? Do you have time? What you mean, bro? No, go to YouTube. And I'm pretty sure there's people watching on YouTube. Stream is fine. It should be working on YouTube now. And Alpha, hello to you. And Philip, hello as well. Right. We're not using GSX, obviously. So let me just get a couple of things working here. So let's import the SimBrief flight plan. The flight time is about 1 hour 15. Oh, almost forgot. Hang on. I need to get the schedule for today. Hey, Yoda. GSX feels bad, man. Yeah, right. I know. I know, right? So let's see, announcements. So today we are doing 3 things today, and let me just fix that today command. There will be 2 VFR flights, guys. If you want to join, feel free to do so. So is that the right command today? No, that's still from you. Hang on, disregard. There we go. Ah, Lee, fantastic. GG's. Thank you so much, Lee. Perfect. Right, excellent. Thank you. Right, so we're flying from here to St. Maarten, obviously, and then we'll do a VFA flight from Flagstaff to Sedona. Brennelt has told me to get a certain amazing scenery for Sedona. What a wonderful area. And we'll do a VFA flight from Flagstaff around the meteor crater, Barringer meteor crater. Some of you may know that, or remember me flying, or us flying group flight in P3D long time ago. But that's what we'll do, a second flight. And the third flight then is the Kodiak Norway tour. We'll continue that as well today. So 1813, let's go with 1845 maybe as a time. So let's go 1845, update. There we go, 32 minutes, perfect. Supermod. Who gave you that title, Lee? Well, I mean, well-deserved, obviously. You know. So, another thing I want to comment on. The last time we used Microsoft Flight Sim, we had absolutely awful FPS. And that was during the Christmas period, between Christmas and New Year. You guys may remember that. It seems like it was due to a server overload because lots of people were on holidays. and then we're using Microsoft Flight Sim to fly around with. And that's why we apparently had such bad FPS, which I find disturbing, to be fair, because why do my PC FPS depend on, you know, server or server-side issues? That was really weird. I did not like that at all. So let's try to get online on vPilot. So flight plan is filed. I made sure of that. A320 Connect. And look at the beautiful weather. So there should be lots of people on the beaches. Lots of spectators. Going to St. Maarten. And of course, hey Airbus fan, Happy New Year, nice to see you. How are you doing? And Alpha. That's a nice animation. Cool. So we've got some centers coming online now, and I'm pretty sure they said it's 1800 UTC, isn't it? Let me just check my VATSIM events. And then maybe I want to check if Flight Deck to Sim. What time is he streaming? Anyone know? Flight Deck to Sim. Oh no, is it that much later? Is he streaming that late? No. He never streams that late. What's happening? Events. Right, let me just check the events today. Lucky Play, hello. Yeah, nice, right? Yeah, I've been on Vienna many times lately, so that's why I'm not doing it today. No, that's fine. No, oh good, we're safe. It says staffing 1800 to 2100 UTC. So they should be coming online as we speak. And we're lucky that maybe it's not quite as full when we start out. That's good. You grew up in Corsair. Nice, Winnie. Yeah. So how was your how was it to grow up in such a beautiful place? Absolutely incredible, Winnie. Sim Caesar, hello. Happy. Well, actually, we already said happy New Year, haven't we? Yeah. So how are you doing, Sim Caesar? Nice to see you. And Sim Caesar, I can tell you that us being able to meet up in Denver has actually improved a little bit because I learned that the aircraft that I want to fly will actually fly to Denver. So looking forward to that. So no center online right now here, but later on we've got the San Juan Center. And we will have Julian Approach online as well. Fantastic. Okay, so there are some centers online. Very laid back. I can imagine, Winnie. Yeah, I can imagine that. Yeah, SMCs, exactly. So, and that's a cool thing. There are some changes happening in that regard. Hey Ross, nice to see you. Happy New Year. Right, let's go and start our planning here. Yeah, Ross, I'm planning to go on long range, so this year should be the year that's finally going to happen. So flight time is an hour 17, level 370. The weather currently Flamingo International. Easterly winds, broken 1600, broken 1900. I don't really see that here. Weather. We aren't live weather, right? Yeah, live weather. So let me try to get the... What's this? Ah, there we go. So let's check that we have the same weather. Look, that's a bit different to what we have here. That's weird. You've got 1016, Sim has 1015, 29 degrees is fine. What time was that? 60:55. Ah! Okay, disregard. That was from this afternoon. Thank you, Ross. Yeah, flight level cream cheese, exactly. Yeah, that's something else, yeah. Cool. Let me go active the chat so I can read the chat here. So that's a bit outdated weather, so we'll take the newer one, obviously. We're flying 370, that's what we filed. So level 370, Cosnex 10. And the alternate is Tango Juliet, Sierra Juliet, 1600 kilograms for that. And I put a bit of extra fuel. Because I don't know how many people will be going inbound. And just to make sure that I have some holding fuel. Nice, cool. So let's go set up charts. Let me have a look if I can also get this ready. At it. Sorry for the cable management. What's happening to the other one? So. Hold on. Right, where's the camera? There we go. Perfect. Alrighty. So, route. Import from Simbrief. And then we'll get to that in a minute. So here we are. Apron flight plan is filed. Cool. So we'll go to Atsu, AOC menu, flight init request. There we go, Whitmill 711, that's the routing. And so let's go init request. The alternate is in, Cosnex was 10, flight level 370, and the weather up there is... or the temperature up there, I should say. Julian, a friend of yours wanted to know how important the ATP LBR results when actually applying. I don't think it's that much. I mean, what's the pass rate? 75+% is pass rate. I would say, honestly, Julian, the personal interview counts a lot more than LTPL LBA results. And the reason is, Julian, the demand for pilots will continuously to get higher and higher. And to simply exclude someone because someone only has like 83% on average in the ATPL LBA test result, it's silly. That would be silly. So I think what's more important is the interview. Wow, 29 degrees. Can you imagine? Sunshine, 29 degrees. Lovely beaches. Man. You've got to be kidding me. We're expecting 58 tons of fuel weight. So let's actually do it here. My flight, mass and balance. So that's good, Julian. Yeah, all the best wishes. Right, let's load the air. Hang on. So where's load the aircraft? Fuck. Let's do this one. So yeah, the planned fuel 7.849 passengers. That sounds about right. Let's have a look again at the flight plan. Yeah, 7.8 is the block fuel. Perfect. Hey Lilo, how are you doing? Nice to see you. Synaptic A320 is looking great. Lilo, I don't want to sound too negative. It's just that at the moment, and I know that my short video, or my short live stream that I did 2 days ago, showing off the X-Plane 12 with the orthos, and I think Munich it was, that's actually caused quite a stir, and not surprisingly, but of course I did voice some harsh criticism towards Microsoft, although I did stress that I still enjoy Microsoft Flight Sim. Like today we're using it, but I've clearly lined out what I'm criticizing about Microsoft Flight Sim, and we're seeing that the very high fidelity add-on makers are either taking their time, coming into Microsoft Flight Sim, or actually not coming at all. Quality Wing 787, for example, is one of those where it seems like they quietly kind of either quit or something's not going as planned. So any add-on that's being hyped right now, especially then with phrases like custom flight model, you name it, I'm starting to get really skeptical, because I know of the limitations that Microsoft Flight Sim has, and so right now I'm kind of concentrating on PMDG and FENIX, and hoping that they will actually improve their products continuously with the flight model as well. And while we're at it, actually, someone posted a very interesting link on my Discord channel regarding, because that was quite a emotional discussion going on again, and there was a Reddit article or discussion, and I'll post the link here. And we know Reddit, yes, but interestingly enough, Amir, so developer from FENIX, has actually then commented in that thread about some stuff, his views about FSLabs, Flight Sim in general, and then the issues that FENIX, for example, developers are experiencing in Microsoft Flight Sim. Now, I have to say, I've known Amir for some time now, and whenever I had a personal contact with him, chatting over Discord, a voice chat, or writing with him, he's always been extremely respectful and humble. And in that Reddit post, once again, I am absolutely fascinated by his talent to to show respect for other developers, while at the same time making his point about what's going on and what's going wrong. And I'm just going to quote one interesting comment from him. And he wrote, so that's FENIX A320. We're still experimenting with Microsoft Flight Sim in addition to Asobo adding and changing the way things work as they also settle into the direction of their flight modeling. So it seems like confirmed that Asobo is working on the standard flight modeling. He continues to say, things like flaps, angle of attack, drag, etc. are all completely different. There are hidden, missing, or convoluted relationships between some of these things. For example, flap, drag, camber, etc. all have, and then quote, interesting relationships in the Microsoft flight model engine. Now, again, he's putting that in such you know, kind of polite way. So interesting relationships in the Microsoft flight model engine, right? That's how you put it. I would put it differently, but hey, you know, that's me not having the talent that Amir has. And he writes, that's okay though, right? That's okay though. I have faith in the Asobo to continue improving it. I'll post the link again, Lucat. Here's the link again. Exactly, yeah. Amir, as you know, also known as Cyanide, yeah. Cyanide plays games, yeah. So it just goes to show again that that there are some really critical things, and just like I've mentioned many times, Microsoft Flight Sim Asobo has some basic software, has some really big flaws when it comes to the flight model. And we also know that the add-on makers have a hard time connecting their add-ons into the Microsoft base engine or base flight model engine or base simulation, whatever you want to call it. And so they have to use hacks, so workarounds externally to sort some things out. That is very time consuming. Time consuming means if you have, let's say, you know, 5 programmers, it costs money. It costs a lot of money to do that. So when I read some no-name add-on maker coming out with, you know, apparently one of the, you know, the most fantastic add-ons with study level systems, you know, custom flight model, I'm like, okay, so how many developers or how many programmers do you actually have? And again, that makes me just skeptical right from the start. Hey Reynolds, how are you doing? Yeah, and every time Microsoft changes something in the base model, the add-on makers have to, you know, scramble again. Oh yeah, and on this topic, so FlyLilo, what's happening with the fly-by-wire mod? The A320, didn't they announce, you know, custom VNAV, LNAV, huge improvements with the system simulation? It's become very quiet as far as I can tell. It's just, maybe I didn't follow it along closely enough, but I have a feeling that it has really become quiet with them. Right, boarding. Hey Yaroslav, good evening. Yeah, so Clocon, that's the thing as well, right? So, you know, PMDG and FENIX have done some good work on getting the aircraft feeling a little bit different to the standard Microsoft add-ons, but obviously there are limitations in that, and we've covered these limitations many times, so we don't need to go and chew through all that again. Right, 7.8. We've got an easterly departure, we said, so let's go difference in an A page, B page, flight plan page, departure. So what's the best plane in comparison? So that's the thing. I've been asked again on my Discord server. You know, should people get TOLIS or should people get the FENIX? Right. I don't recommend P3D if you don't own it already because of the sheer amount of money you have to put into the, you know, from the scratch getting P3D working in a nice, you know, satisfactory manner. So then I asked, well, what about you know, your preferences? Is it visuals, or actually are you really into the flight feel? Right, dynamics, so the aerodynamics side, that sort of stuff. And that's where you have to kind of draw the line on what you want to do and what add-ons you want to get. Because we know that in X-Plane we have definitely got just wondering about model matching. Some very good aerodynamic models. Right, the aircraft feels a lot more alive, especially when you have, you know, windy conditions, turbulence, that sort of stuff. It feels more natural, and that's why I prefer X-Plane 12 over Microsoft Flight Sim when it comes to these kind of areas. But I mean, visually, yes, you know, no doubt, Microsoft has the lead when it comes to visuals. Right, great stuff, easy. You know, you don't have to buy expensive scenery add-ons to make the sim look good. All fine, right? So if you prefer, if you prefer the visuals over flight model, go with Microsoft. But if you care about flight model, the place to be would be X-Plane 12 TOLIS. I'm not happy with the Flight Vector 320. The reason is the last time, and I'm being very blunt about it, the last time they made an update, it was cash grab. They did not. All the promises that they made, I feel they did not deliver, and the performance was bad. The FPS performance was bad. The flight model was still off, meaning that it was way too clean. So people always have issues when they come and, you know, descend. At some point, the aircraft, you know, just doesn't want to descend anymore, really. So it's just too clean. So the drag model isn't correct. So I was actually really disappointed in that. Why? Oh, hang on. My custom rule set is gone again. Where is it? Now I need to find my models again. That was... what was it called again? FSL. There we go. I've got it. Open. Apply. Okay. I need to restart vPilot here really quickly. Sorry. So people were responding to my question regarding fly-by-wire. So Old Man Bishop said fly-by-wire team is working on the version 2 of the FMS, mostly for the A380. But that will also be integrated into the A320. Okay, thank you for that info. Yeah, it makes sense.
Welcome aboard the Captain
thank you for the
Blackbox Twitch channel subscriber experience. Could new subscribers please make your way to the first class cabin, where complimentary drinks, snacks,
so let's see if flight modeling now
will be
works.
served. Thank you.
Brennell, thank you so much gifting us up to Vinny the Great. Thank you very much. Oh, there we go. It's a whitetail, but I think that's windmill, probably. Windmill aircraft, right? Probably. Right, so we've done that. We are planning for the Arnhem approach into St. Maarten, although we may change that later on, we'll see. Oh, there, it's MAN. Fantastic. Yeah, great to see you fly along, MAN. Wonderful. So wind data is not is missing still. So we do a wind request, and then for the alternate, it was 1.5 tons, wasn't it? So 1.5, and then we have the extra available. RatNav for departure. Let's have a look. So departure route. We are planning on the end of departure 10, and that's going to be the Scapa 1 Romeo departure. Transition altitude very low, 2,500 feet. RNF 1 required, 2 GPS systems required. The DME updating is not authorized to fly that departure route. That's quite interesting. Window, hey, how you doing? Yaris, I think these total start trimming down way too fast during the flare. Yeah, I would grant you that observation as being correct. The last time I flew the Tollers, I had a feeling that it was a bit aggressive on that nose down kind of, moment. But yeah, I would have to do a couple of patterns to confirm that. Captain, if you have a HUD on approach and you turn on the bird, if you put the bird symbol over the runway, you will land on it. Yeah, it's correct. So the bird will give you, so that that flight path vector will show you where the aircraft's path is going, and that really helps you then to pinpoint, or the aim point. So if you put that flight path vector and a nice 3-degree descent path onto the touchdown zone, perfect. Tango's Juliet, Sierra Juliet is what I have, Vinny. Do you have passengers who said that you made a smooth landing, but it was hard? Yeah, I have, Milton. So I've had, I've had passengers comment, "Hey, nice landing," and I was like, "Are they being sarcastic?" Or, because I personally didn't think it was good. So, but what is great? I mean, if someone comes in and says, "Hey, fantastic landing," and it actually was a good landing, obviously, yeah, that's always a good feeling, no doubt. The FENIX, so system depth, you have to, again, whatever I say, if someone's going to say, but this, well, yeah, but this and that, of course. I mean, for me, system depth here in the FENIX is very good. So the amount of system simulation that you have, including the amount of failures you can program, the circuit breakers you can pull, definitely is a lot of fun if you're into that. Obviously, many people say, I don't care about that, right? I just care flying A to B. And I don't want to crash the desktop, and I want the aircraft being not too complicated to fly manually. All right, so, but overall, the FENIX does have a nice kind of system depth to it. So since we are doing an art of departure, I'm not going to bother with any radio nav on that. So next will be performance, and since we are departing 10. Is the flight factor working at 777? Well, so downrange, I mean, I don't want to, call things as cash grab right from the start, because that would be really unfair. So I would always like to give, developers the chance to, to prove that they are working on a very nice add-on. Hey, the Traveler, how you doing? So, I'll wait and see. I'll wait and see what the aircraft offers, and maybe there is a nice positive surprise to it, and maybe they're better at developing Boeing compared to Airbus. Who knows? But anybody deserves a second chance, and yeah, Lilo, have a good one. Right, and a big shout out to Fly Lilo. Please check out his channel there as well. We'll do full length, and we've got 65 and a half. Is that correct? Yeah, 65 and a half estimated takeoff weight. Well, then again, let me just put 65.7 just in case we have a bit more weight. No, so the thing with the FENIX is, guys, you have to realize the FENIX is a add-on based on ProSim. So ProSim has been in the market for a very long time for home builder cockpits. And the A320 version that you're using, and Amir actually described that very nicely, I think. I just wondering what's happening. Reynolds, thank you so much.
Thank you for your kind donation, and please join us on the captain's table.
Reynolds, thank you so much for the €25 donation. And I know what that's for. We talked about it previously, and the money is already...
This is my sponsoring for the next flight after this.
Exactly.
It will be a very scenic flight with a beautiful scenery.
Absolutely correct. I've already checked it out, made sure the installation looked good, and yes, it's an amazingly beautiful add-on. We'll see that in the next flight. Absolutely amazing. Thank you, Brandon. Thank you so much for your support. And King Street, hey, Oyst. Well, hey, we've got video on demand, so no worries, all good. Nice, Vinny. Yeah, and I can imagine that's very scenic, isn't it? Absolutely. Brandon, once again, thank you so much. So we've got flaps 1, flex 66. And the speed's 45, 45, 47. Transition very low, 2,500, and we'll go with NADP 2. And we'll put the engine acceleration at 1,600 feet. Full length. So secondary, copy active. We'll go with a new destination in case anything goes wrong. We'll return to this airport, Tango, November, Charlie, Bravo. And we'll fly an ILS or whatever VOR is good. ANAF. Yeah, we'll do ANAF 10. No start, no Maya. Perfect. Right. And for the engine out, we'll just go straight out then. Tango, November, Charlie, Bravo 10. And the heading for the runway. Yeah, Vinny, thank you so much for saying hello, and yeah, have a good day. Hope you have a nice day at work. 104 radial, cool. Hey Vinzan, how you doing? You are an avid fan of the Tolus. I could consider myself as a Tolus fanboy, and the changes when I bought FENIX, it's such a different level that makes Tolus look like a Tolus. Well, I mean, the Tolus has improved as well, but I know what people are referring to. So the cockpit textures is something that I would love to see changed or updated in the Tolus, because X-Plane 12 has better visuals now. And better options or possibilities to improve the visuals. So that would be great if Tolus could work not only on the systems but also on the visuals per se. So who knows? Maybe that will be the case at some point. I'm just going to go have a look at the final load sheet, and we'll enter that, and then we are ready to go. Actually, hang on. Oh, hold on. I've updated. Where's my Copilot desktop? Let's wake up our Copilot. Hang on, what's FENIX? FENIX. So, FS2 crew, Phoenix 4, there we go. Brennan asks, what do you like total section? I find them. Well, no. So the fonts are all off. So the letters, they are not correct. I mean, you know, some slight improvement with wear and shading and so on, or shaders. That would be great. Really, I would love that. So let's go to receive messages. Load sheet final. Let's accept that. So we've got 58 tons, 58.0, and ACG of 31.9. We've got 7.8 tons, and takeoff weight obviously is going to be 65.5, 65.6 taxi fuel to go out. That's fine, so that's good, that's all checked. And that will give us a trim of, what's the takeoff CG? 20, well, about 30, so that's about down 0.3, 0.4. And we can check that with the EFB as well here in the Load Index. Arzt ohne Grenzen, hey, servus, wie geht's? So 29.9 is correct, and the trim is down 0.3, that's fine. Like that. Is it necessary to have a secondary flight plan? No, you don't need it. What I'm showing you is the procedures we do IRL, so in real life. But I mean, you know, for flight simming, you don't have to do it, no. Hey Nico, good evening. Yes, yeah, I can confirm, Yaroslav. Hotstart is developing A320. Absolutely excited as well. Especially the shared flight integration coming with it at the same level that we've seen with the Challenger 650. Absolutely amazing. That got me really excited. So V2 147, V1 is 145, VR is 145, transition is very low, 2,500, thrust reduction, altitude 1,100, cruise 370, flex temp is 66, threats none really, pushback. Actually, let's do pushback required. And that's good. Right. Are you ready for the departure brief? Go ahead. So, we are departing runway 10 on the departure route Scarpa 1 Romeo, and we're going to climb initially, I guess, since we don't have control here, we'll go straight out of 370. Toto is a genius, yeah, absolutely. And I've said it many times, he actually set the bar on what you can achieve when you know, programming an add-on. He's raised the bar, and that has obviously put other developers in a bit of a bad spot, or some of them at least, so no excuses. What's the worst part of being a pilot? The social aspect of being a pilot. So what do I mean by that? I mean, for me, flying with an airline that has rotations, several or multi-day rotations, means I'm away from home anywhere between 15 to 20 days a month. I'm not at home. My influence on my duty plan is limited, and so it's difficult to, you know, keep up with friends, being able to join, you know, a club, football club or whatever, tennis club, you name it. That's one thing. The other thing is it can be very stressful. You need to have a good stress resilience. I mean, I know people have burnt out as a pilot, and that's no joke. So yeah, you need to have, you know, a very high self-motivation to keep fit, to increase your stress tolerance that way, and also relationship, also something that is sometimes difficult as a pilot, especially if you're away a lot from home. The X-Plane, so Toto has stated, so Toto Ritko, the developer, has stated that his add-ons could be made available in Max Flight Sim. He could do that. However, it would take quite a lot of programming, and as he put it, he would need to put in quite a lot of hacks in order to get it working to a satisfactory level. And he doesn't want to risk his you know, his good reputation, because people will have a direct comparison between X-Plane 12 add-on, let's say the Challenge 650, and then the Microsoft version, right? So if the Microsoft version flies completely different, people will then, you know, be upset. And so I personally, I don't think he will bring it up to X, or bring it out for X Microsoft Flight Sim anytime soon. Hey Nico, yeah, so have a good flight. Hong Kong to Taipei, nice. What's the weather? Yeah, exactly, Ducat, yeah. In which case would you switch off the guard? Okay, so these switches, Brennelt, are to mechanically disconnect the integrated drive generators from the engine gearbox. So when there's an overheat condition, for example, and de-energizing the solenoid so that you don't have electric power coming from the generator anymore. So when you switch this off, you don't get electricity coming out of the generator, but the generator mechanically is still linked to the gearbox of the engine, so that's still mechanically turning. So let's say the oil leaks from the electric generator and it overheats. In this case, it is advisable then, via procedure, to disconnect the IDG mechanically. But you know, that's been given to you by the procedure. Well, maybe I'm not sure if we actually have this failure available in the FENIX, but I can have a look later. Right, let me just get through the briefing, guys. So departing 10, climbing 370, transition is 2,500, and the MSA around the airport is very low, 1,800 over the water, so that's no issue whatsoever. We have an extra fuel of about, I would say, 1,800 kilograms, so 45-minute extra for St. Maarten, which is good for one go around at least, or some holding as well. Good. Taxi out should be pretty straightforward, so we'll go ahead and we'll push back. Although, I mean, this is a taxi out, really, but nah, it's fine. We'll push back, and then it'll be Charlie backtrack to get full length. Although now seeing this, I'm just wondering if we actually have intersection data. No, we don't. So we can only do full length. All right. So we'll do full length. Yeah. So Charlie or Delta backtrack and full length runway 10. Hotspot will be, well, taxiing, backtracking on the runway 10. Make sure that we have traffic around us in sight. Stop margin for the RTO should be plenty, at least 1,000 meters, so not critical at all. Engine out procedure straight out, 25 miles. Acceleration is going to be in 1,600 feet. And we're doing the NDB2 departure. Nothing special. Threats maybe birds. We are near the water, but apart from that, I don't see any bigger threats. Any questions?
No questions.
Cockpit preparation checklist.
Gear pins and covers.
Removed.
Fuel quantity.
7,760 kilograms balanced.
Seat belts.
On.
ADIRS.
NAF.
Baro ref.
QNH 1015 set.
1015 set. Cockpit preparation checklist completed.
No, of course the alternate isn't Zaba. We can't land there. Oh, it's getting busy already in... oh, it's getting busy. Lots of aircraft inbound. Blimey. Okay, so good thing we have fuel. Right, no control here, so let's go and have a look at the panel here. Let's put 22.8. What's the airport called again? It's called... Bonaire traffic. Windmill 7 is starting engines, then pushing back out of position 3 in Bonaire. B4 start checklist.
Parking brake.
Parking brake set. Set.
Takeoff speeds and thrust.
Good night.
B1 145 VR
Black
145 V2 147 flex temp 66.
B1 145.
Good night,
VR
Airbus fan. Take care.
145 V2 147 flex temp 66 degrees. Windows.
Closed.
Beacon.
On.
B4 start checklist completed.
Right, so let's start that. Let's see if the pushback works today. Fliegt das ist die Lufthansa Hamburg Amsterdam? Oh no, so Munich Amsterdam with the Neo. It depends. It can be changed very quickly. I don't have the schedule for that with me, so. But yeah, it's not uncommon for it to change very, very quickly. Flight deck to ground.
Go ahead, flight deck.
We will be ready shortly.
Roger.
MAN, are you pushing as well, or taxing out? Hey, the pilot lad. Yes, so that's called FS2 Crew. They have a bunch of versions, P3D and Maximus Flight Sim, and they do have a pushback add-on as well. We are ready for pushback and engine start.
Roger. Release the parking brakes, please.
Brakes released.
Pushing back. You are cleared behind A. Start your engines at your discretion.
Thank you. Starting engine 2. Starting engine 2.
Okay.
Stop pushback.
Pushback complete. Set parking brakes, please.
Starting engine 1.
Okay.
Brakes are set.
Roger. Okay, the tow bar is disconnected and the equipment is clear. We will see you on the right with the pin.
You can disconnect and go to hand signals.
Thanks. Have a good flight. See you later.
Ladies and gentlemen, all portable electronic equipment
Hey Bob, how you
and
doing?
mobile phones should be switched off as we are now about to start our pre-flight safety briefing. We are now going to take you through our safety procedures and equipment. As this information is for your benefit, we ask you to watch and listen carefully.
Dirty Barry, I think that comes with the add-on.
Shows details of escape
So
routes,
the airport add-on.
oxygen masks and life jackets. It also shows the bracing position.
Oh, nice,
which
Pilot
you
Lad.
must
Lovely.
adopt
So
in an
rearward flying.
emergency
Cool.
landing. On the main deck, there are 2 exits at the
Is
rear
it any
of the
good?
first
Well, I
class
like
cabin
it. It's
and
kind of
2 at the
immersive.
front
And what I
rear of
do,
each
I
other cabin.
steer the pushback truck
On
with the
upper
rudder
deck,
pedals.
there is an emergency exit on each
And that
side.
seems to me
This
like
is on the cabin.
very kind of reliable.
In the unlikely event of having to use the escape slide,
So I like
have
it, but
baggage behind
it does
and remove
conflict
high
with
shoes as they may tear the slide.
the GSX. So it's either one or the other. You can't have both.
Please now ensure that your table is folded away, your seat back is upright with the
Flight
armrest
control
down
check.
and your seat belt
Ready.
fastened.
Full up.
The seat belt is fastened and adjusted like this,
Full down.
and unfastened
Neutral.
like this.
Full left. Full
When
right.
the fastened seat belt
Neutral.
signs are
Rudder.
off,
Full
you
left.
must go back to
Full
your
right.
seat and fasten
Neutral.
your seat belt securely. For your own comfort and safety, we recommend you keep your seat belt fastened at all times as visible to avoid being disturbed in flight. If the cabin air supplies fail, oxygen will be provided. Masks like this will appear automatically.
After start
Stay
checklist.
in your seat and pull a mask
Anti-ice.
towards you.
Off.
This will
ECAM
open your
status.
oxygen supply.
Checked.
Pitch
Place the
trim.
mask over your mouth and nose like this, and breathe normally.
30%.
Adjusting the band to secure it. Do make sure your
Set
own
and checked.
mask is fitted before
Rudder
helping
trim.
anyone
Neutral.
else.
After start checklist completed.
Your life jacket
Bonaire
is
traffic,
underneath or beside your
windmill
seat.
7 1 is
In the event of landing
taxiing
on water,
Bravo,
remove
holding
the life
short
jacket from its container
10
and pull it
in
over your
Bonaire.
head. Pass the tapes round your waist and tie them securely
Clear left
in
side.
a double bow at
Clear
the
right
side.
side.
To inflate, pull the red toggle as shown. The air can be topped up by using the mouse.
No, the
When the
announcement
whistle
comes
hears
through FS2
attracting
crew.
attention. Do not inflate your life jacket until you are
Brake check.
outside the aircraft. We will supply
Pressure
life cots
0.
for babies and life jackets for infants.
So the cabin is
Finally,
ready, it
ladies and
says.
gentlemen, please study the safety card and take notice
Taxi
of the
checklist.
fasten seatbelt sign.
Flight controls.
May we
checked.
remind you that
Checked.
electrical portable
Flap
items
setting.
such as games,
Config
PC
1
and
plus
word
F.
processing equipment
Config
may
1 plus
interfere
F.
with the aircraft
Radar
systems
and predictive
and must be
windshield
switched
system.
off during
On
takeoff
auto.
and landing. Portable
Set and
telephones
checked.
must be switched off while
Engine
the
mode
aircraft
selector.
engines are
Normal.
running. As this
ECAM
is a no
memo.
smoking service,
Takeoff, no
the
blue.
no smoking sign
Taxi
will remain
checklist
on for the
completed.
duration of the flight.
So,
Smoking is
we'll
not
do the
permitted at any
backtrack.
time whilst on board. If you have any questions, please ask.
There's MAN.
Thank you.
Bonaire traffic, windmill 711, lining up backtracking runway 10 in Bonaire. Lineup checks.
Takeoff runway. Takeoff runway confirm. Approach path clear of traffic.
Hey MCK, so
Cabin
how you
crew
doing?
be
How was
seated
your
for
weekend?
takeoff.
Can you customize the procedures? I don't think so, no. You can do your own voice sets. That you can do, but procedures? I don't think so, because that would mean reprogramming of the AI, if you like. It's a 1 hour 15 minutes, Brennert. MCK, mir geht's gut, danke. Set and checked.
Runway 10 confirmed. TCAS
TARA.
Packs 1 and 2.
Off.
Lineup checklist completed.
So, quick recap. We're departing by the Arnav's Sint, up level 370, in case of engine failure, straight out, acceleration 1600. No traffic in sight. TCAS looks clear. Let's start the chrono. Actually, joystick. There we go. That's all done. Bonaire traffic, windmill 711 departing runway 10 in Bonaire. Ready?
Ready.
Takeoff.
Check.
Manflex 66 SAS out of thrust blue.
Checked. Thrust set. .100 knots.
Checked.
B1, rotate. Positive climb.
Gear up. Oh, you're right, MAN. Oh, my bad. Hold on. Audio. But you can hear me, right? I'm in radio check.
I read you 5.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that was it. I had the speakers on the wrong set. Thrust climb, up blue.
Packs are on.
Thank you. Autopilot 1. Oh!
Gear up.
You did not see that. Right, guys, we had to cool brakes, alright? You saw that. We had very high brake temperature, so that was, you know, completely normal.
That's how pros do it.
Flaps 0.
Speed checked. Flaps 0.
I was like, I looked outside, I was like, what the hell is that? Why is the gear still down? Set standard.
Standard cross-checked. Passing flight level 034. Now.
Checked. I mean, in real life, you would hear the landing gear being down. If you go, you know, 220 knots, and then have the landing gear out, you would hear that. That noise would be deafening. He put the TA or no, it's not, is it? Hang on, I don't think so. No, it's above. That's fine. No, Brendel, the thing is, in real life, you don't have these distractions that I just had with the radio. Because MAN kind of wrote here in chat while we're taking off that he doesn't hear me over the frequencies, so I got distracted on that. But normally in a two-man environment, when you lift off, your pilot monitoring says positive climb. All right, and that's the trigger for you to say gear up. And I think well, the pilot monitoring may have said that here in FS2 Crew, but I guess I didn't hear it because I was messing about with the sound settings. So in real life, no. To be honest, in real life, unintentionally, I don't think you would forget the landing gear. Exactly. So like MCK says, it's actually quite the opposite. So let's say you have hot brakes and you've briefed that you're going to leave the landing gear down a bit longer after liftoff. Then it's exactly like MCK says. It's even more likely in this case where you want to have the gear remaining down, because of all the normal procedures that you do time and time again, you would actually say gear up after liftoff. Yeah, exactly. So one of the things you could do is have a nice yellow sticky paper there, as a reminder. Landing lights off. Seatbelts off. Can you hear the cabin announcement in real life? No, no, underground. I hear it when the engines are off, but once the engines are running, I honestly, I don't hear the cabin announcements. No. But in real life, what I normally have this on, so I get the volume, or get the sound through the PA system through my headset, and I have that dialed down to fairly low levels. But I would hear, for example, right now, let's say the cabin crew uses the PA to call for a doctor. I would hear that. Or let's say they would say, door 3 left, we need a defibrillator or something like that. Then I would hear that, and I would know that something's already going on. Basher, explain 12. No, I think today we won't have time. Because we are focusing today on more VFA flying, which obviously in Microsoft Flight Sim is the way to go. Yeah, Brendel, I know. I mean, I think I'm pretty sure that the FS2 crew has that call out. Positive climb. So I guess I missed it because of the sound issues. So, but I'm sure that FS2 crew actually has it. Brenneld, yes. Well, normally, Brenneld, what happens is that if a passenger gets sick. I love you, stream. Thanks for the Tail-X. Thank you so much for that. So I would normally get a message or a call from the cabin crew, the purser, most likely prior to actually having them call out for a doctor. But let's say it's a very serious matter and where time matters, then there would be a call first of all. That was you, Danny? Fantastic. Thank you so much. Then there would be a call, obviously, over the PA first, in this case. Also, the reason why it's a good idea as a pilot to have this running at low levels in the background is, if I were to do a announcement to the passengers, you don't really make friends by talking over your flight attendant or purser. So let's say your purser is actually making an announcement. I, from the flight deck, have a higher priority in the PA system. So if I use the PA, I will cancel out the purser announcement. So yeah, it's a good idea to know if anybody is actually talking over the PA at the time. You find the PA very distracting in my recent experience. What recent experience, MCK? Oh, I know what you mean. And you know, I mean, I know MCK knows this. So, this is always active on the third panel. So the ACP3 panel has the PA volume knob turned up, and the reason for that is it's at the 12 o'clock position as well. Is that this way? So when that is active, the announcements over PA are recorded on the voice recorder. And so that's why on the cockpit preparations, you check that this is actually active and around a 12 o'clock position, so that all announcements are always recorded on the voice recorder. Now, if you are an observer, so let's say you are lucky enough, which happens very rarely, but let's say for some reason you are actually sitting on the observer seat and you're watching over the pilots. You would obviously have your headset, which is located in here. There it is, number 3 headset. And so you can adjust the volumes for ATC 1, ATC 2, etc. But that has to remain in that 12 o'clock position. So contrary to the volume knob on the 1 set or the 2 set, that will be actually quite loud on the number 3 set. But that has to remain on this position. Hey Kapauta, how are you doing? Did they really? Okay, so 3:30 onwards they have a memo, PA in use. Interesting. Okay. I did not know that either. Cool. Right. Beautiful. The top left corner, the map symbol. Hey Blanche, you mean this? Where? Give me a hint where what you're referring to right now. And while we are doing that, let me try to see if I can activate the failure with overheat. Ah, okay, the flow. Yeah, okay, so there is from Parallel 42. It's the same developer. Thanks, MCK. It's the same developer as the chase plane add-on on in P3D. So they made a new app called Flow. And it gives you several things you can do here with tabs. It's very, very nice to use. It gives you all kinds of options. So for example, I can go and also call up the map position right now. So if I go zoom out, well, it's obviously water right now, but if I zoom out, you can see you have a lovely map display. That's one feature. Another feature that's quite nice, it gives you all the camera settings here, so you can just scroll through those if you like. Right, so it has all of that as well. SB, hey, how you doing? Right, let me try that again. FSI panel. That's just an update here. So, let's see. Failures. Electrical. Oh, there we go. Let's do IDG oil overheat 1. We'll fail it now. See what the Phoenix starts with there. Are you flying to Trinidad 2? No, to St. Maarten we're flying right now. And Aviator, hey, good evening. Let me see if I can call that up here. Bravo. There we go. Yeah, so it's the oh, hang on. It's the this one here, the Flight Sim Shop or Flight Sim Factory Throttle Quadrant add-on. Right, so Brennelt, just for you, we're getting ECAM ALEC IDG1 oil overheat. IDG1 off. So let's see. So we can see that we have a fault light in here confirming, and now it's actually dropped out the generator as well. So it automatically disconnected the IDG. Look at the temperature right now. So and you can see it's still mechanically linked, so the temperature will continue to rise even though the load has dropped off, and it's still mechanically linked. Now I'm a bit normally I would expect a reference to disconnect the IDG, unless of course I'm just going to check that with my document there. I've not done that for ages. Okay, so the affected IDG off. If the associated engine is running, the IDG must be disconnected from the engine at or above idle to prevent damage to the disconnect mechanism. So again, it must be disconnected from the engine at or above idle to prevent damage to disconnect. So it should not be switched off or disconnected while the engine is not running, for example. Press the... Yeah, so the thing is, so the message that we had previously with the IDG off, so that was already the action item, and it's covered, so we have to confirm this. So it says IDG 1 off, confirm, because this is not resettable. So when you disconnect this, it does actually mechanically disconnect the IDG from the gearbox. Right, so normally I would expect that to show off, shouldn't it? Off. Right, 1, 2, 3. Right. Well, it says do not press for more than 3 seconds to avoid damage to the disengaged solenoid. Okay, so the IDG fault light goes off when the IDG is disconnected. So now that we've physically disconnected the IDG, the temperature should slowly come back. Slowly. But it definitely should not rise anymore. Right, Brennelto, we'll get to your question regarding the APU in a minute. Is it common to have sick people on board, or is it happen rarely? Well, I would say I have at least 1 case a month. Some of them, you know, or most of them not that serious, so something my cabin crew take care of. But I would say once a year I would have 1 case that requires a fast approach and medical assistance on the ground. That's once a year. But a call, so yeah, MCK, I mean, I get a call from the cabin crew at least once a month, telling me that they've got a passenger that is showing some symptoms. So yeah, that happens regularly. It really does. How much money does it take to be a pilot? Do you recommend it? How did you become a pilot? Okay, so for me, I was lucky enough. I became a pilot many moons ago. To be exact, I started my airline training in 1990, so previous century. that's how old I am. And back then we had ab initio trainings, which actually meant you didn't have to pay much money. I only had to pay like 15,000 euros, so 15,000 euros back then. That was a different kind of time, different setup back then. Let me just continue on the procedure really quickly. Let me just finish that. So we've done that. Clear ELEC status. Right. So stop ECAM, and this, Brennel, will be a good point now to see if we can improve the situation. And if we look at the electric circuit right now, we only have one electric generator remaining at the moment, supplying all of the electric networks. So yes, Brennel, it would make sense right now to use the APU as a backup. Now for electric usage, you can use the APU for the complete flight profile. So we would talk about this. So I would ask my first officer, hey, do you see anything that's speaks against using the APU right now for the generator? And then if he or she says no, all fine, I would say start APU. Exactly. So the reason why you don't read the status right now, if you are doing a troubleshooting where you may have a system reset, computer reset, circuit breaker reset, you may actually get a different status afterwards. And so that's exactly why we stop the ECAM when the status is called up, and we discuss certain things. We may do, if it's a time critical issue, we may actually discuss a quick foredeck. So trying to find already part of the solution or decision making regarding where we would prefer to go, i.e. return or continue or divert to the airport, that sort of stuff. If it's not time critical, then we talk about the fuel situation, etc., etc. So all good. Right, I am surprised right now because the APU is available and it's not saying Cat 3 single only. But that could be the case depending on the software standard. But that is something I have to realize. You cannot fly a Cat 3 dual approach in this configuration. You can't. I know you have two separate generators, electric generators, but that does not count towards the LVO capability. Hey, Shannon, how you doing? Oh, Shaheen, sorry. Shaheen, how you doing? Brennel, a very good question as well. So an IDG failure, well, I mean, you can only reconnect it and repair it on the ground. So if you fly to an airport that has no mechanical or mechanic based at that airport, so you don't have the option to repair it, then that's one thing to consider. One thing you can do, Brennel, is you can consult your MEL, so minimum equipment list. And if I go and have a look at that right now, so let's look at the electric items, electrical power, main generation AC power. So if I look at now at the associated IDG is disconnected, there are certain things that would need to be done in order for you to fly. Chapter 24, yeah, you're right, Yoda. Certain things that have to be done for you to be able to dispatch according MEL in this configuration. And one thing I can already see is it requires a maintenance procedure. I'm not a mechanic. I can't do maintenance procedure because I'm not allowed to sign off the technical logbook in that case. And so the maintenance has to do a certain task. So the maintenance has a task number that they have to perform. And Yoda would probably know best what the mechanical side would be in this case. But yeah, so again, if the airport we're flying to does not have a licensed mechanic for us to do the maintenance procedure for this issue, then of course it would not make sense to fly there. Because we would be grounded.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Christmas and New Year infotainment experience. Could new subscribers please make their way to the first class cabin where seasonal aperitifs, canapes and Christmas cheer will be served. Thank you.
Thank you so much to the Grishu. Thank you, Grishu. Thanks for the 10 months. Right. Yeah, so the question was regarding becoming a pilot. Right now, we are seeing the demand for pilots to pick up quite drastically. So we've already seen some flight schools, Condor, for example, paying the training. TUI or TUI Fly is apparently paying part or all of the training. So we're seeing flight schools having to adapt to the different demand situation. So I personally think that this will improve over the next 1 or 2 years, and you may get a better deal. Right, you have to pay less money for the training. But again, I can't speak for all the countries, where you can do the training, etc., etc. So you're going to have a look in your country what options you have to train, and then contact the flight schools and see how much they charge, etc., etc., and what options you have. At the moment, do I recommend becoming a pilot? Well, if you're very passionate about flying and you are aware of the changes happening right now, and maybe happening over the next 20, 30 years, so in your lifetime or your career time, single pilot concept, that sort of stuff. If you're okay with that, if you think that's fine, and you will be able to adapt, then I think it's still a very, very nice job to be in. It's very demanding. It's very how would you say? The situation varies from flight to flight, so there's a lot of different aspects which will come into play. It doesn't get boring at all, right? Quite the contrary. Hate pity. So definitely a nice job to be in. Absolutely. I still think it's worth being a pilot and becoming a pilot. But yeah, be aware there will be changes. Brennard, well, yeah, I mean, in this configuration, I don't see... There is no time limit for the APU to run. You can run this in this configuration for 4 hours if needed. Again, it all depends, Brennard. It all depends on what circumstances you have. You look at all the options you have available. You look at the risks and benefits. Now, what's the risk? The risk right now is... If you lose the APU generator, a single AC electric generation on an airliner would mean a pan. because you have no more electric backup. However, Brennelt, I would tell you this. I have had several dispatches in this configuration. So one generator was disconnected by maintenance because it was broken. We had to have the APU generator running all the time in this configuration. And then you have to consider the MEL items. So I can read you that, for example, for the A320. ETOPS is not allowed to be conducted. The flight altitude is limited to 33,500 feet. So if I read that now, I would actually consider descending 330 for that MEL item. Right? So I think that would make sense. So let's descend 330. So the APU and the AC auxiliary generation are operative and used throughout the flight. And the APU fuel pump is operative, and the APU oil quantity is checked to be adequate before each flight. And the fuel recirculation system associated with the operative IDG is checked operative before each flight. So that's a crew procedure you have to do. All buses have power, and the indications and alerts for the remaining AC main generation and the AC auxiliary generation are operative. And the galley automatic load shed system is checked operative as well. So there's certain things you have to check. The maintenance has to do a certain procedure, and we, the flight crew, have to run through quite extensive list of checks what just mentioned now. And that's done during cockpit preparation, for example. Also, can anybody else think what else is to be considered in this configuration? The Eurasiest and the Embraer, they have even more limitations, really. Guys, one more thing you have to consider when dispatching with one generator in-op and you have the APU running. Oh, I have. Okay, so the A320 has more limitations. Fuel, exactly. About to... exactly, perfect. Fuel. Yeah, MCK, fuel penalty. Hey, Mark, GG. So, exactly, you have to document on the operation flight plan that you have added additional fuel for the APU. And we have a table for that. So the limitations, for example, it says maximum landing capability is Cat 3 single, and the fuel consumption is increased. So let's say you're cruising at level 335, you have to use 50 kilogram per hour additional fuel on the flight plan. You have to document that. If someone comes from the authorities and sees, oh, it's interesting, you dispatched with a generator in-up. Ah, it's interesting. Let me see your flight plan, please. And then they would say, oh, where did you document that you have added 50 kilograms or let's say 100 kilograms for 2 hours flight time for the APU? It has to be documented, otherwise you get in trouble. Yeah, but Reynolds, I don't see that being unsafe, because the APU is a very reliable little engine. And, you know, if it fails, well, yeah, all right, you only got one generator and you have to land at the next suitable airport. So to answer your question, Brennelt, in this configuration, is it okay to fly for 4 hours? Yes. If the APU generator fails now, well, you land at the next suitable airport. You would not fly for 4 more hours. Exactly. So Gibraltar, we have a table for different flight levels. So let's say you are limited to level 200, then the additional would be 63 kilograms per hour. Yeah, but still, Brennelt, you still have 2 functioning AC power sources. Yes, you have one backup missing, but let me ask you this, Brennelt. What happens if the APU is broken? Right, so you have Gen 1, Gen 2, but you have no APU generator. Same problem, really. Alright, you have no backup electric power. Yeah, so no dispatch, no dispatch regarding ETOPS. No, you cannot do ETOPS. And so let's spin this further. So let's say you are flying and over the Atlantic, right? And you've got ETOPS procedures, and then you lose one electric generator. Then you have to look at the ETOPS requirements, and it could be that you lose your ETOPS. Have you had to pan yourself in an A320? And where? No, the only time I had a pan was in the 737. And that was because of severe icing and engine vibrations. So we had to climb out of that icing zone. Yeah. So MCK, what would happen? You would have to document this under remarks, right? So something like IG1 inop, additional fuel added according MEL 924, whatever. All right, and then you got extra. Let's say you got extra here. 500 kilograms. Yeah, you don't have to say. It doesn't have to be exactly 50 kilograms, 100 kilograms. It would say, So let's say. So the cool thing is, let's say you always have a little bit extra fuel. Let's say you've, like today we've added. Well, today's a bit much, but let's say you've added already 500 kilograms extra fuel, right? And then you have this issue. You could simply put this under remarks, and you already have that extra fuel, right? So you wouldn't have to call the fuel truck again for that. If you actually had only minimum fuel, well, then you have to call the fuel truck again. Hey Steven, how you doing? Nice to see you. And Ewald, hello to you. Bastian, hello. So, well, Bastian, no, I don't want to disclose which flight school because, yeah, I don't want to advertise. Okay. Simple as that. Let's pretend you have an ETOPS flight, and what if your route out to airports gets closed? Is there no other airport there for this leg? Do you have to return then? I would need to go through all of the ETOPS procedures, Brenold, and I will have to do that obviously when I go onto the 787. Then I have to learn all about the ETOPS stuff again. And there are contingency procedures for these situations on how to continue, or that you have to land somewhere to refuel. Or change the path, whatever, or reroute. But definitely, I mean, if you lose certain conditions that then mean you cannot use the ETOPS procedure anymore, well, then you have to use a contingency procedure for that, yes. What that looks like, I can't tell you for certain right now, because I've not used that for 20 years, 25 years or something. Right, descend error coming up. Now, if I look at the map on VATSIM, I can see that there's a lot of aircraft at St. Maarten right now. The approach is alright. There was a kind of 6-7 aircraft inbound, And they've landed, so we shouldn't have too much delay. The ETE is Brenneld in about, well, it says 40 minutes. Brenneld, 40. MCK says some YouTube videos the crews dispatch with exactly minimum block fuel. Yeah. Yeah, to be honest, MCK, I see it the same way. So if you dispatch with minimum fuel, all you have, as you know, all you have is the contingency fuel, which most times you have 5 minutes. So here in our case today, let's say 200 kilograms of fuel. That's it, right? And give an example, if I had used minimum fuel on my flight to Mallorca last week, I would have had to divert. All right, so I never fly with legal minimum fuel values. I always add extra fuel. And you know that we have our own kind of in-house procedure where we aim to land with 1 hour remaining flight time. So if I get a flight plan like this today, I would be alright, because the auto is quite far away and it says we have 2.5 tons as our min diversion fuel. So I already have more than an hour remaining flight time with this flight plan when I reach St. Maarten. So here, theoretically, I would not have to add fuel for the 1 hour flight time remaining. However, for contingencies, I use my own experience. Right, so the more experience you have, the kind of more fine-tune you can the additional fuel that you want to take on. But yeah, you know, on normal flights, I would have probably on average 10 minutes extra on top of the minimum fuel value, plus any value that is below the 1 hour remaining. So let's say we had 2 tons remaining for the destination airport. I would add 400 kilograms in the CO. Neo would be fine with 2 tons, obviously. 321 with IAE, I would have 3 tons minimum remaining that I would like to have, and I would add that obviously to my calculations. Yeah, so Brenneld, on the OFP we have the corrections. So if you have 1 ton more zero fuel weight, so let's say 1 ton more of payload, it costs you 42 kilograms for the flight time that you have planned with. All right, so you get these infos on your OFP. These are rough values, but the same goes for if you have to fly 2,000 feet lower. Right, it says trip fuel plus 13 kilograms and the time it takes for the trip. If you are 4,000 feet below the filed altitude, then use 41 kilograms for that trip. Yeah, so Brenneld, that value depends obviously on your aircraft weight and the flight time. Yeah, MCK, exactly. So the analyzed fuel is something we would also look at. But that depends obviously, you know, on how many flights have been analyzed, what time period has been analyzed. But still, my main concern is my own personal experience. A good example is London Heathrow. You can fly to London Heathrow legally with your minimum fuel requirement. Does it make sense? No. Why? Because literally on 90% of the time, well, maybe it's a bit exaggerated, maybe 80% of the time, you would either have to divert or commit yourself to London Heathrow and not be able to fly to Norton Airport anymore because of the fact that you have not enough fuel. 18150. Why was there no alert? San Juan Center, very good day to you. Windmill, that's Oscar Echo Oscar 711. Windmill 711, level 330.
Windmill 711, San Juan Center, reset transponder squawk 3311.
Okay, copied 3011 on the squawk for Windmill 711.
Windmill 711, 3311, 3311.
Okay, 3311 on the squawk. Copied Windmill 711.
Windmill 693, your radar contact currently 7 miles northeast of Crystal.
I know, right? So, yeah, so Case, yeah, I'm still flying the 320 in real life, yes. I'm waiting for my transfer on
KLM 629, heavy, descent maintain, 50200.
Right, let's do the preparations for landing. Boy, yeah, you're right. So, let's look at the weather.
And KLM 629, expect delay vectors, turn right heading to...
So, we've got 090 at 8, few CBs, few 1800, 28
Good
degrees.
night, Black Box.
JetBlue 2332.
MCK, thanks for joining.
JetBlue
Yeah, have a good evening. Have a
we're
great
about
week.
1000 miles from Logitech. Roger, JetBlue 2632, main descent upon discretion, maintain 7000, altimeter 3003. Final discretion.
How can I enter the weather here? Can I? Right. So that's the weather. We'll enter that into the MCU.
San Juan Seneca 806. Was my readback correct? And are we okay, released for departure?
I didn't copy your readback. Can you read back just once again?
Okay, it's Seneca
Okay, thank you
806
much.
are cleared
That's very kind
to
of
St. Thomas,
Thank you for the wishes.
route 12,
So
maintain
info
5,
alpha,
expect 710 after,
10 is
118.5,
RNF and
correction
visual
118.15 at 4375 on the transponder for Seneca 806.
Seneca 806, readback is correct. You are released for departure at 19057 Zulu. Time, and it's not off by 20227 Zulu advice, and frequency changes approved, and contact me airborne.
Wilco, Seneca 806.
All right. So just preparing the approach. Let me see.
Yes, I know.
I'm just going to try something.
November 19 Delta Lima, contact San Juan approach 119 approach roll today.
Ah, that's a shame. I can't.
San Juan Center, Air 5 Heavy,
They don't have
10,000
CBs
feet
for that.
directly jet.
I was looking for the GPS CBs.
Air
but-
Canada 5, Heavy Singhwan, center,
Heavy
good day,
doesn't
turn
have
right,
that.
proceed direct, Singhua, climb, maintain, level 370.
Climb, maintain, level 370, direct to St. Croix, Air Canada 5 Heavy.
Right, so let's have a look.
Sun 1, JetBlue 43, Charlie Whiskey, 10350, inbound Sita.
JetBlue 43, Charlie, Whiskey, Singhwan, center, good day, radar contact, 90 miles southeast of GAG, level 370.
Right, yeah.
Caribbean 192, contact Singhua, question con Juliana, approach
I don't see
128.95.
128.905 for Caribbean 192 CS.
Yeah. American 2150, turn right heading 180.
Right 180, American 2150.
Star Charter 150 to 0 Lake.
Star Charter 1, welcome to Aguadilla Airport. Continue taxi ramp via Alpha today.
Anybody see GPS circuit breaker anywhere?
Ramp of choice via Alpha Star Charter 1.
And JetBlue 2632, contact.
Yeah, the green
Singhua,
CBs are
approach
monitored by the
question
black warning computer system.
190.4
The
today.
black are not.
19.4 for JetBlue 26.
No. Yeah, Voyager, I already checked the over panel, but I don't see it anywhere. Hang on.
KLM 629, heavy descent, maintain level 150.
Down to 150, KLM.
Hey, Hilo,
KLM
shalom.
6290, turn left heading 180.
Left heading 180.
Yeah, the reason why this is a very old aircraft, I think, maybe it didn't have GPS back then. Just speculating here, so. But let's say
United 120, turn right heading 130.
we're getting
120,
some issues with GPS.
KLM 629, contact Julian, approach 128.905 if you're heading today.
Okay.
So we don't have any GPS anymore, so we have to fly the VUR approach, guys. All right. So
American 2150, contact Julian, approach
we'll go
128.905
with
if you're heading.
10, but
2895 and tell them the heading, American 2150.
the VUR approach.
JetBlue 1087, descent, maintain flight level 200.
So let's go to Zulu. Jesus Christ, guys.
Dan 1, departure
get
Seneca
the hell out of
82.
Right, so we'll do the VUR approach.
200 for
A
5,000.
nice standard. So we got GPS. We're only
Seneca,
lost.
Seneca
And
8280,
before I forget-
4375.
Before I forget, I'll port the runway
Sorry,
threshold.
one good run. 4376, rest, hold on.
4375, 4375.
There we go.
There we go, 4375, Seneca 806.
So the Zulu approach. Approach.
JetBlue 401, Singhua Center, good afternoon, climb maintain flight level 230.
So if we do that via Gouda.
And Seneca 8280,
Gouda, you know, KLM, Holland, Dutch, yeah, Gouda,
1200,
cheese,
climb
obviously.
maintain 7000.
Up to 7,000.
Inback
Seneca
course is the
806.
offset,
And
096
Seneca
degrees.
806, proceed direct Singhua viewer.
Direct San Juan VOR, Seneca 806.
Someone Seneca today, Walker 2071, flight level 370.
And Walker 2071,
Yeah,
Singhua
096.
Center, good afternoon, maintain flight level
And
370.
inbound 096. It actually disregard, it's straight in. I thought that looked like an offset
So
to
a
me.
very good afternoon, Walker 1043, quite
Alright, Ratnav.
Walker 1043, Singhwan Center, radar contact, maintain level 370. Maintain 370,
Papa Juliet Mike. I'm going to put that in both VORs. One.
WestJet 2653, Singhwan Center. WestJet 2653, Singhwan Center.
So the minimums
WestJet 2653, leaving aerospace, New York radio is on
are
runway
continue to send final approach.
Change the advisory is appropriate.
1 and 2. Yeah, we could do that. So let's do 500 then. So Barra 500.
Douglas 246.
And the QNH
for uniform, Singhwan Center.
Zone 090 at 8 is the wind.
Good afternoon. I assume you're flight forward.
Temperature.
Yeah. 6 for uniform, roger. Proceed.
28, lovely. How brilliant. 28 and the QNH was 1018. Cool. Yeah, we'll do config full approach. And
United 1671, turn right heading 120.
What we'll do is we'll do the calculations. Yeah, Reynolds, I have exactly the same issue for some reason.
Yeah, 12, question United 120, turn right heading 150. 150, United.
Landing weight 62.5.
Someone Alpaca 57 Alpha over
manual idle reverse is fine.
Flight level 250.
Flat 4.
Alpaca 57 Alpha, Singhwan Center. Good day, descent pilot discretion.
So we actually
at maintain 7000, altimeter 3003.
Outer ring median, we only have 2,200 meters.
And cross Yosha at 7,000.
And that does make sense because we have to backtrack, don't we?
3003.
So there's a little bay here that we could do to turn and then backtrack and then exit Echo Delta or Charlie to the apron. Right, let's have a look. We need to descend, don't we? Windmill 711 standing by for descent.
Windmill 711, descent maintain level 150.
Descent maintain level 150, Windmill 711. And be advised, we need to do the VOR approach into St. Martin.
You can request that from the approach controller.
Perfect, thanks. Alrighty, so let's go.
And Seneca 82806, contact.
Thrust idle, up descent, up blue.
119.4, go on.
Whoops. Arrival. So we are flying to Gouda. That's it. 26, all good. For landing, we're doing a non-precision approach, transition level.
And JetBlue 1087 for sequence turn left heading 050.
18,000, I would say. Is it 18,000?
JetBlue 1087, descent maintains level 150.
Just check here. No, 6060. Decision height is 486. Descent altitude is 500.
Descent 1 center, United 1227, 10,000 feet inbound jet.
Land, no threats.
United 1227, Singhwan Center, good afternoon, climb maintain level 230.
So orbit medium,
level 230.
RATNAV setup is finished. We're descending. Now, some basic maths is required right now regarding our descent planning, assuming we get a straight-in approach. We have 92 miles.
693 descent and maintain
so
level 150.
according to my calculation, we would be high.
Still maintain flight level
and I fear
0, windmill 693.
Although, no, there's no holding anywhere, so... So I'm going to just increase the descent speed. let's go 300. 300 it is. Are you ready for the approach brief?
Go ahead.
So we inbound on the arrival called Uluba 1 to Gouda, and then we'll request the VOR approach Zulu 10. Final descent is out of
120 contact today and approach
1600 feet.
128.95 today.
And the minimum is Baro 500. Misapproach track 180 degrees.
1671, turn right in 150.
Climb to 4000. I'm passing 2600. Within 10 miles, turn left direct to Papa Juliet Mike VR. So
JetBlue 401
south
for sequence, turn left heading
at 2600 back to the VR, which will happen a lot quicker. And we have to do that within 10 miles.
Welcome aboard the Captain Black Box Christmas and New Year infotainment experience. Could new subscribers please make their way
Thank
to
you
the
for
first
Reynolds,
class cabin,
another gifted
where
sub.
seasonal
And all
canteens,
aircraft going to
canapes,
I think it's
and
getting
Christmas
a little
cheer
better.
will be served.
We are just adding
Thank
about maybe
you.
50 track now to the approach. So, but people are getting in now, so it's getting better.
Alright, so the situation's getting better. Thank you so much, Brendel, again for the gifted sub to Black Super.
Perfect.
Black Super, welcome. I hope you're doing good. Yeah, we're coming into path. Now, what I would like to do, the thing is, it only has like above. So for the descent planning, let me put, that's 5 miles. Let me put Uluba 3,000 feet just for me, for the descent planning. So let's put 3,000 at and speed 170. And let's see what it calculates now. Because I can't see us being that high.
Center American 288 with you, very good afternoon at 7,000 direct to jet.
Quite low actually. So
American 288, St. Juan Center, good afternoon. Climb maintain level 210.
yeah, we should be coming in.
Climb maintain
that
level
means
210 American
we're on
288.
path again, so let me put that back
JetBlue 1087, turn right,
270.
heading 110.
Thank you, Black Super. Yeah, I'm doing well. Alpha Sky, thank you much. Yeah, like I said, I know that our aircraft that have a GPS system have a circuit breaker for the GPS system. I'm absolutely 100% positive on that. It's just
Windmill 711, sequence turn left heading 040.
left turn heading 040 for sequencing windmill 711. Right, heading up descent.
Windmill 693 for sequence turn left heading 040.
Left heading 040, windmill 693.
I'm not sure what you mean with 2 grey buttons. Why does some push
JetBlue
buttons
401 turn
like IDG
right
have 2
heading
grey
100.
What do you mean by 2 grey buttons? Or you mean like
100.
100.
or do you mean the circuit breakers? Michael, sorry, you asked, is tankering still used in 2023? Yes, in rare cases, yes. It's not as often as it used to be.
And Alpaca 50.
So there is a definite consideration regarding the environment, but on some routes, when there are maybe supply issues or huge pricing differences, then yeah, you can get tankering still. And forward, good V.
Please repeat. Alpaca 5 over.
Contact approach 119.4 today.
Not receiving
119,
anything just
distance,
yet,
bye
which is
bye.
kind of weird. Like, why don't we receive the VUR? We're not that far out. 57 miles.
JetBlue 401, descend maintain level 150.
113.0.
Level 150,
Let's check the frequency. Yeah. Well, that would be interesting if we don't receive the VUR. At
United 1227 for sequence turn left heading 030.
Left 030 for sequencing, United 1227.
American 288, same for you for sequence turn left heading 030.
Left heading 030, American 288.
JetBlue 43, Charlie Whiskey for sequence turn left heading 040.
Left heading 040,
And JetBlue 43, Charlie Whiskey, descend maintain flight level 250.
Descend maintain flight level 250, JetBlue.
And American 288 is
I
only
don't
speed
see any.
restriction.
I'm wondering. I'm just not seeing any difference here in the.
American 288, maintain 300 knots, indicator or less.
All right,
Okay, maintaining 300 or less for American 288.
Right. I'm gonna go get myself 250 knots already. Because we are being sequenced.
Walker 557.
So the moment that you're getting sequenced, it does make sense to go high speed.
Walker 2570, this heading is good for now. You can descend for level 150.
150, Walker 27.
Oh, you mean these?
Citation 49 Romeo Foxtrot St. Juan Center. Good afternoon. Ready contact. Climb maintain flight level.
That's a great question. So yeah, I can see two dots here, 2 dots. Now I'm getting what you are asking me about. Yeah, you got commercial. You got some. You got bus tie. You got the IDGs. Yeah, IDGs. You've got the Ram Air. Interesting, yeah. Please enlighten me. I've never been told why they have 2 dots in there. NDBs are 30 miles. Well, what are VURs though? Bob. Surely, correct me if I'm wrong, but surely I've had VURs indicate more than 50 miles. Toto!
Same one, Walker 25.
Yeah, Toto, I did. I did inhibit it now through the MCU, but I wanted to
Walker 25
to see if I could pop some circuit breakers.
transition level for Juliana is 5,000. Yeah, and so just maintain for
right, we were stuck on the briefing. So missed approach, we talked about fuel. Right, remain fuel.
3117, we're 15
We should have
miles
plenty of
or
fuel remaining.
12
Wind
miles
diversion was
west,
2.5
Walker
tons.
3117, St. Juan
And
Center.
right now we're
Good day, climb
4.4.
maintain level 200.
So
That's
at least 30-35 minutes
Okay,
extra
climb
fuel
maintain
available.
200, Walker Center, 20 Walker.
Now we're going to fly this with flight path angle and track. So track, flight path, angle, selected for the final approach. On the VOR, flaps full, automatic medium. We have a
United 1227 turn right heading 100.
buffer of around about
Right,
500
United
meters to the landing distance. We'll do a backtrack, vacate to
American
the right.
288 turn right heading 100.
Right, 100, American 288.
And JetBlue 43 Charlie Whiskey turn right heading 100. Right,
Yeah, it's actually it's getting worse, Toto. And the reason is we don't have DMEs.
JetBlue
do we?
1087 turn right heading 180.
Yeah, so we're on triple IRS. We don't have any DME updating, and we don't have any GPS updating.
Yeah,
so
1671, contact Julian approach 128.95 today.
is it really, Bob? 30 miles. Good lord. Okay, thanks for the info, Bob.
Over to approach United.
It's because there's no fault position. It's just there to cut. Ah, okay. So there's no fault light. Ah, yeah, makes sense. Yeah, so you don't get a fault message in these. Although, hang on. No, you're right, yeah. And then, I guess, yeah, you don't get an off message there as well. That makes sense then. Yeah, cool, thanks. You see? What, you do have fault? Hang on, what did you say? You said no fault position. Yeah, I was just wondering, because we didn't get an off light there either. Yeah, there's no fault light there. Look, there's no fault, no fault. That's what you're getting at, right? There's no off position there. Yeah, there's no fault line there. Yeah, it makes sense. Cool. You see, something else learned again. Just to cut the supply.
Just leaving you 350 descent.
Transat 372, Senghuan Center, good afternoon, reset transponder squawk 3341.
3341.
50 miles, 15,000, that's all fine. Let's have a look for the other aircraft. I don't see any other aircraft, to be fair.
San Yuan Center, good day. This
there.
is Cargo 6107
20
next
miles
to
of those.
Naidu.
Cargo 6107, heavy Senghuan Center, good afternoon, reset
Any
transponder
questions?
squawk 2325.
No questions.
So threats today, non-precision approach, selected
Set
modes.
box and,
So how to mitigate?
2325.
Well, monitor the
Heavy.
position in
6661.
the FMS to the EVs, check your
Transat
altitude,
372, red contact.
and then make
45
call
miles
outs
southwest of
and
Sequoia,
fly
BOR.
slower than normal.
Descend maintain level 200 and then flighting 060 delay vectors.
Descend 200 and getting 060.
Yeah, if you're right at the boundary regarding the speed.
Rocket 2071, descend maintain
Yeah, that's
level
normal.
200
So
and
if
fly
I
heading
turn the speed further, I guess
070.
it'll go away.
Flighting 070, descend maintain flight level 200, walking 2071.
And windmill 711, turn right heading 070.
Right, heading 070, windmill 711. Right, 711, there we go. That's
Windmill
good.
0, windmill 693, turn right heading 080.
Still 50 miles.
Right, heading 080, windmill 693.
San Juan Center, American 1959.
Although right now I have a
10,000
feeling
direct jet.
the Mach number there kind of
American 1959,
appears,
Senghuan Center, hello. I'm going to put you on delay vectors
disappears
there,
at
so
certain,
turn
thrust
left heading
levels, thrust
050,
settings.
fly
It's
maintain, fly maintain level 230.
Left 050, climb 230, American 1959.
American 1959, just to confirm, heading, fly heading 040 now, 040.
040, American 1959, we're going up to 230.
Roger, cool.
Roger, going up. I love that.
JetBlue 1087, contact Julian, approach 128.95 today. United 1671, are you still on frequency? United 1671.
So, company message.
Southwest Frontier up to 92 Quebec, going direct juice, climbing up to 150.
Frontier Flight 92 Quebec, St. Juan Center, good afternoon, climb maintain for level 280.
280 Frontier 92 Quebec.
So we have to remember, this is something that you have to remember as well. When we are with the tower, we have to confirm the QNH. Because setting a wrong QNH can have some serious consequences. Now, obviously today, if you visual,
10 for the free
maybe
descent,
not
maintain for level 200.
so big, but if you're an IMC, that can have some
And Walker 10 for the free turn left heading 030.
big implications. Right, there's the airport to the right. Somewhere. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are experiencing some heavy traffic inbound to, or lots of traffic inbound to St. Martin, Juliana at the moment.
1227, turn.
So we are getting delay vectors.
Turn left, turn right heading 120.
We expect a landing. Let's pretend we know
120 down to 150
20 minutes.
for United 1227.
Time now 25. 20 minutes, I would say. That's my guess. So 20 minutes to go.
Air Canada 5, contact Piacro Center 123.7 today.
So that's about 600 kilograms.
Piacro Central,
Yeah, still good on fuel.
Center on 1. So with the frequency?
123.7.
Piacro Central on 123.7 there. 10:05. Have you have a good day.
Good afternoon, Southwest 1 Mike Golf, maintaining 10,000 direct jets.
Whoa!
Southwest 1 Mike Golf, St. Juan Center.
Okay, there's a lot of traffic
Good
now.
afternoon, climb maintain for level 250.
Climb maintain 250 Southwest 1 Mike Golf.
JetBlue 40, turn right heading 160.
Right 160, JetBlue 401.
71 Center, Walker 2464, direct juice.
Oh my god. We are very far out.
Walker 2464, St. Juan Center. Good day, climb maintain 160,000.
160,000, Walker 2464.
Center, JetBlue 401. Did you say 140 or 160?
Heading 160 for JetBlue 401.
Maybe it wasn't a good idea to go to Juliana today.
Southwest Center, this is West Indian 108 with you, level 380.
Caribbean 998, St. Juan Center, good afternoon. Maintain level 380. Current 380.
Maintain for level 380, Caribbean 108.
JetBlue 401, contact Coast and Credit, Juliana approach 128.95 today.
93. So that's 270, 360.
Windmill 711, turn right heading 140.
Right heading 140, windmill 711. Right, 140 it is. 80 for the sector.
Douglas 2463, informed permission, step away for 5 minutes.
Douglas 64.
Brennett, we have enough fuel. I don't think we need to fuel. What I'm thinking about now is what's going to happen is we're going to get a
Southwest
vector.
1 Mike Golf for sequence expect delay vectors, turn
we'll get
left heading 0.
Vector towards the airport and then get vectors downwind.
Left heading 050.
Final. At least that's what I'm seeing on the VATSIM map. So, Brennan, I would guess about 20 minutes.
JetBlue 401, contact Juliana approach 128.95.
Yeah, Brennan, don't worry. We'll do the flight to Sedona, and if it's getting too late for you,
South American 288.
we'll do the Norway flights at another time.
Windmill 693, turn right heading 100.
Right heading 100, windmill 693.
Yeah, that's the energy circle. That's the point. the glide distance. So 15,000
Walker
feet
3,
to
question
the,
Walker
to the
31,
ground
17,
or
turn
water
left heading 020 for sequence.
in idle power.
Left 020, Walker 31.
American 1959, turn right heading 080.
Right heading 080, American 1959.
Windmill 711, contact Juliana approach 128.905 with your heading today.
128.95 with the heading Windmill 711. Bye bye.
Windmill 6903, contact Juliana approach.
Juliana approach, have a good evening from Windmill 711. Heading is currently 140, level 150.
Windmill 711, Juliana, hello, vectors for the RNF runway 10 approach, fly, maintain this heading for now.
Yeah, maintain the heading, and we would request the VUR 10 Windmill 711.
711, would you remind me later?
Will do. He's busy.
Juliana approach, hello. Windmill 693, heading 100, flight level 150.
Windmill 693, Juliana, hello, expect vectors RNF runway 10 approach, maintain this heading and expect further instructions in a bit.
Preparing for RNF 10 and expecting selected windmill 693.
Whoa! Hello?
Caribbean 456, turn right heading 340.
Right on 340, Caribbean 456.
And Bonaire 461, left heading 340.
Left heading 340, Zowie 461.
KLM 692, turn left heading 100.
Left heading 100, KLM 692.
Caribbean
Hey, Bruno.
192, fly
How are you
heading
doing?
180, 180 was the instruction.
180.
Aircraft database should update real range.
United 120,
Michael, I don't know why.
fly heading
what the
190,
issue is.
descend 5,000, QNH 1018.
Fly 190 and down to 5,000, QNH 1018, United 120.
American 2150, descend flight level 70.
Flight level 7,000,
Yeah, even, yeah.
2150.
Delta 4923, flight level 70.
30 in Abend.
70, that's what I said.
I've tried.
American 1652 on my over to tower.
I've tried to get
Yes,
the
please, 11870.
that
There.
reset button.
Approach United 1227, heading
External.
1227, Juliana, hello, expect vectors RNF runway 10, maintain this heading.
RNAV 10, maintain 120, United 1217.
Lol.
Ah,
there we go.
085 and establish
Pet
tower
pig, how much that
118.
work. Brilliant. GG. In the flow, okay.
1087, fly heading 290.
Oh, we got. Hey, look at that, Bob. You're right.
1087,
So,
descend flight
777
level
Bob got it right. Now we have a DME distance, 37 miles.
United 1671, descend flight level
Which is
80.
unusual, obviously.
Oh, wait there, 1671. United 1671, reduce speed 200.
Speed 200, then.
Varna 461, reduce speed 200.
Barone, you're not the only one.
200, 461.
Why is GPS lost? We are simulating GPS being influenced by, I don't know, solar flare or...
Mac 464, clear for the visual, clear for the RNAV
So-
at Avaki, contact
So all I want to
tower
do is just fly the
187.
VR approach, not the
Okay,
RNAV
out of
approach.
Aki, clear for the RNAV 10 and over to
Come
tower
for
at Aki,
practice
American 464.
and fly this selected. What that means is I use track and flight
And
path
464,
angle.
as said earlier, maintain 200 till Avaki.
Yep, and 200 speed till Avaki, American 464.
Yeah, so we're doing the VR approach.
Departure, good evening.
Okay,
Caribbean
fine.
912 is this time on the departure for South 1.
So we put a request in for this approach.
Caribbean 912 identified, turn left heading 160, could be class level 150.
Alright, so 160 on the heading and 150 on the
There's the island.
United
Line.
1671, turn left heading 280. 280, United.
I didn't expect it to be that busy this early on.
Caribbean 192, turn left heading 100.
Turn left heading 100, Caribbean 192.
American 2180, turn left heading 190. American 2115, left heading 190.
Left 190, American 2150. Thank you.
So I
JetBlue
need,
1087, fly
I need
heading
to listen up to
280.
the controller now because he's busy.
Caribbean 456, fly heading 280.
Heading 280, Caribbean 456.
Caribbean 456, descend, fly level 70.
Flight level 70 for Caribbean 456.
So I guess after landing we have to quickly log off.
United at 12.
What I would like to do this time today, guys,
turn
is
right heading 190.
Right
recorder.
190, United 1227.
It's not here, is it?
JetBlue 401, turn
Do we have it
right
in
heading
here somewhere?
300.
Right 300.
Can I get the record in here?
Bonaire 461, turn right heading 280, direction left heading 280.
Left heading 280, Bonaire 461.
Windmill 711, turn right heading 190.
Right 190, windmill 711.
KLM 629, turn left direct Avaki. At Avaki, cleared Arnhem approach, runway 10, descent 2,600 feet.
Okay, left.
Yeah, Bob, he's very good, yeah, absolutely. Right, so how can I add... Ah, there we go.
Julian approach, Walker 2570,
camera
heading
search.
150 with Echo.
The problem is...
Walker 2570, Juliana approach, hello.
Yeah, I don't
You
have
can
that
expect for
active.
the Arnhem runway 10 approach, maintain this heading.
Effective Arnhem approach, maintain heading, Walker 27.
Yeah, departure hello, Delta 1823 3000 from 15.
Lost station taken.
I would love that replay function. The problem is, guys, I can't go into the main menu because that would mess up the sequencing. Because I would be on kind of position freeze for the time.
1823.
Yeah, the recording.
United
Actually, hang on.
120, fly heading
No, that's active
100.
pause. It's called flow.
Delta 4923
FLOW from parallel 42.
190, Delta 190.
It's
Windmill
very
711, fly heading 280.
heading 280, windmill 711. It's very customizable.
Caribbean
Windmill 711, descent, fly level 70.
118.150 here.
Blocked.
Caribbean 912, Sun 1, 118.150 here.
11815 to Sun 1.
Windmill 711, descent, fly level 70.
Descent 70, windmill 711. Right, there we go.
United
So
1227,
thrust out of
turn
descent,
right
out
heading
blue
240.
70.
Right 240, United.
Now we're turning downwind. Hey, Gift
Windmill
Sverk, how you doing?
693, right heading 190.
Right heading 190, windmill. Then windmill 693.
Windmill 711, reduce speed 200.
Speed to 100, windmill 711.
Caribbean 192, direct Avaki. At Avaki, cleared Arnhem approach, runway 10, descent 2,600.
So yeah, we're going downwind now,
Yeah,
which is nice.
2600, direct Avaki, and
But having to slow down already, below green dots.
Caribbean 190.
American 464
That
tower,
kinda
clear,
sucks.
119, connection 1187.
Thank you much, Mark, for the link. Yes, I do. I love the FS2 crew.
No,
I really
negative,
do.
negative, disregard. American 288 would be on heading 160.
American 288, expect vectors on F10.
So, status, nothing new, remove status.
Okay, expect vectors on for 10. Can we actually take 30 seconds for the flight deck, 288?
That's okay.
Thank you.
Delta 1823, turn right heading 310.
310, Delta 1820.
Your approach, a very good afternoon to you, JetBlue, 23 Charlie Whiskey, heading 170.
43 Charlie Whiskey, Juliana, hello, expect vectors for the RNF, fly heading 190.
RNF 10 and fly heading 190, JetBlue, 43 Charlie Whiskey.
American 2150, fly heading 100.
Heading 100, American 2150.
United 120, descend 2600.
2600, United 120.
American 288, back to you.
288, roger.
Any speed restriction?
You will get them later.
Airport should be here, right?
Okay.
JetBlue 410, speed 200.
Speed 200 for JetBlue 401, confirm?
Correct.
I see 200, JetBlue 401.
KLM 629, Redavaki, Tower 1187, see ya.
Over the tower, 118.7.
American 1250, descend 5000.
So I'm just checking the
American 2150, descend 5000.
5000, American 2150.
the final descent. So that's out of Debier, out of 1600.
proceed direct just.
Yeah, and three degree profile inbound 096, got 097 in here.
Delta 1823, proceed direct.
Interesting, the estimated accuracies remaining
United 120, direct Avaki, clear
at
on approach runway
0.8, so it's still
10.
saying it's high accuracy. For the VOR approach,
Roger, direct Avaki and maintain
the 1 mile would be good enough.
Until Avaki,
so we could fly this actually in
120 cleared for the RNAV approach at Avaki.
In NAF mode,
Roger, cleared for the RNAV approach at Avaki.
We'll fly this in
American 2150, same view, direct Avaki, maintain 200 till Avaki and cleared for the RNAV approach, runway 10.
Alright, direct Avaki,
maintain
maintain 200 till Avaki, at Avaki, cleared RNAV approach, runway
well.
10, American 2150.
And 2150, descend 2,600 feet by Avaki.
Down to 2,600 by Avaki, American 2150.
JetBlue 1087, turn right heading 190.
So we just checked that the identifier is correct. If we do a raw data position check, what we can do is take this view, so the VOR is there, and you can see that the needles are pointing directly to the station, and we've got 15 miles, that's 10, that's 20, and 15 miles, so yeah.
JetBlue 410, turn left heading 280, descend flight level 80.
So that's accurate enough.
280, descend 80, JetBlue 401.
United 1127, fly heading 280, descend flight level 70.
280, flight level 70.
Does the Airbus have separate DMEs?
Windmill 69.
Yeah.
3, fly heading 280,
yeah,
descend flight level 70.
Let's stop doing...
Heading 280,
no,
descending
it's
flight level
internal,
70, wind
and that's completely separate.
United 1277, reduce speed 200.
To what I enter here in the RATNAV. So the DME updating
reduce speed 200
is
speed 200, United 1227.
United 1671, fly heading 180.
I mean, right now, the problem is that right now, obviously, it can only use that one DME.
American 288, fly heading 190.
190, American 288.
Delta 29, correction, Delta 4923, fly heading 100.
Heading 100, Delta 100 there.
I'm going to activate the approach phase here.
In the approach, 417, heading 160.
Departures and the VFR, contact me in 128.7. 128.7.
And Dilo, hey? That's beautiful.
Delta 492,
23, descent 5000, QNH 1018.
5000, 1018, that is Majestics.
Later on, guys, it's going to show us a VDEF bar.
1227 confirmed.
Now we could use that as a reference, but our main...
Yeah, we're fine. United 1227.
Main
Caribbean
cross-check
192, Tower 1187,
normally would be here with a table.
7, we'll see you.
But obviously, we'll only descend about 1,000 feet. So there's no... Although it's interesting, you get a continuous descent final approach minimum, but you don't get a table.
Windmill 711, fly heading 310.
Heading 310, windmill 711. You don't get a table to cross-check your altitudes.
Caribbean 456, turn right heading 190. Correction, turn left heading 190.
Left turn 190.
No, this is... hang on, what is it? Is it...
American 488, fly heading 280, descent, fly level 70.
Was that for 488 or 288?
288, apologies.
Caribbean 4171 once more, with you at 11,000 kilometers, 15,000, right heading 16.
Caribbean 417, contact 128.7.
78.7 for the Caribbean 41.
288, I see you turning, thank you.
let me just search for the...
Sorry, 288, go again. Was that down to 770 and right to 280?
AW Designs. AW Designs.
Oscar 71, Oscar, windmill 711, fly heading 280.
Heading 280, windmill 711.
United 120, weather vacuum, tower 1187, see ya.
Sorry for the call sign.
Julian approach, this is Douglas G464 uniform on heading 50.
Douglas 2464 uniform, Juliana, hello, you're coming at opportune time, it's very busy. Fly heading 060, vectors for, can you fly the RNF or visual?
I'm all VFR here, so visual please.
Visual approach then, for now heading 060.
060 for G464 uniform.
Center United 565 with you, 13,000 at the local.
United 565, Juliana, hello, vectors for the RNF 10, fly heading 010.
So fuel check, we're still within 20 miles at the moment, 3.6 tons. Wind
Fly
diversion
heading,
is 2.5.
the heading and,
so
actually, repeat
about
that.
1,200 kilograms above.
Heading
so
010, vectors for the RNF approach.
currently about 20-25 minutes extra fuel.
Heading 010, vectors for the RNAV.
But if we do a missed approach,
American 288, can we get
with all that
vectors for the
traffic,
visual?
I don't think we would be able to
Yeah,
get
you can
back,
do that. Yeah, we can give you vectors for the visual.
back quickly enough.
And November 246 for uniform, you can contact my colleague 128.7.
Contact 128.7, 2464 uniform.
Delta 4923, direct Avakia, the Avakia cleared RNF approach runway 10, descent
So the alternate is San Juan. That's the alternate.
2,600, direct Avakia, cleared
Flight time's
RNAV
up 43 minutes, good lord. Right, we're going to make this count then.
United 1671, fly heading 190.
190, United 1671.
JetBlue 23 Charlie Whiskey, fly heading 290.
Heading 290, JetBlue 43 Charlie Whiskey.
43, sorry. 43 Charlie Whiskey, descent, flight level 70.
Flight level 70, JetBlue 43 Charlie Whiskey.
Let me get direct to radio. So let's do direct Uluba. And the outbound is going to be 276, correct?
JetBlue 1087, turn left, direct Avakia, the Avakia cleared RNF approach runway 10.
So we've got the extended center line now.
JetBlue 1087, descend 2,600 feet, QNH 1018. Bonaire 461, turn left, heading 190.
Heading 190, valid 461.
Correct. JetBlue 43 Charlie Whiskey, make that right turn heading 300.
Right turn heading 300.
So monitoring that guy there.
Windmill 693, reduce speed 200.
Reducing speed 200, windmill 693.
But that seems to be the
288,
one,
reduce speed 200.
that's the traffic probably that we have to follow.
United 1671, descend 5000, QNH 1018.
501018, 1671.
And 6071, turn left heading 1, let's see here, 140.
140.
And JetBlue 1087, maintain 200, still Avaki.
So that's the raw data HSI indication now later on for the tracking. Actually, I'm going to leave that open like it is. And here we got
American 2150 at Avaki, contact tower 1187, see ya.
Contact tower at Avaki, American 2150, see ya.
30 miles out, good lord.
Walker 2570, turn right heading 280.
Yeah.
Right 280, Walker 2570.
There's an event going on,
2570, descend, flight level 80.
Flight level 80, Walker 2570.
Hey Mike, Tango Charlie, how you doing?
JetBlue 1087, confirm direct Avaki, Alpha Victor Alpha Kilo India. Roger, thank you.
So he seems to be turning, so that's how many miles? 10? Yeah, 10 miles, 20, and then back inbound 35. So 55 miles, that's about 600 kilograms, 500 kilograms of fuel required. So I would estimate right now we'll land with about 3 tons of remaining. Hey, Bone King. Well, one of the problems with the airport, obviously, is the fact that all aircraft landing have to do backtrack. Right, so...
Yeah, so flight level 80, flight level 150.
So, that's time-consuming. So the separation on final has to be a lot bigger.
Walker 2570, I want to confirm flight level 80.
Correct.
And that's why the capacity isn't as big as on other airports.
Walker 2570, reduce speed 200.
Speed 200, Walker 2570.
United 565, reduce speed 200.
Reducing to 200, United 565.
Yeah, but then I can do the Caribbean 417, which is like 15,000.
417, wrong frequency, contact center on 123.7.
Oh, sorry, 123.7. Caribbean 417.
Delta 423, contact tower 1187, see ya.
57 for tower, we'll see you, Delta from London.
But I'm optimistic that we're about to get base fairly soon. We're going to lose the VOR in a second again. Blimey. Well, Luke, I mean, it's not uncommon, is it? Here in Juliana.
United 1671, fly heading 100.
Heading 100, 1671.
Okay, JetBlue 401, turn left heading 190.
Left 190, Captain 401.
Yeah, exactly. Austria. Right, so all landing aircraft utilizing the intermediate turn
United 556, turn left heading 280.
shall make their turn to the right.
Is that for United 565?
United 565, correct.
That's interesting.
280.
I think I've done it wrong all the time then. So
Walker 3117, reduce speed 200.
So we have to actually turn this way. So not this way, but this way. To avoid the damage.
1631, direct Avaki. At Avaki, clear down and approach
And
runway
injury to
10, descent 2,600 feet.
Yeah. Makes sense.
2,600 direct Avaki, cleared RNAV 10.
Heavy aircraft are not permitted to
United
turn.
1621, maintain 200 till Avaki.
And that's the thing, look. So heavy aircraft, they have to
Caribbean 4,
to
5,
the end of the
6,
runway,
turn left direct Avaki. At
and then
Avaki, clear
turn.
down and approach
And
runway
that means
10,
heavy aircraft
maintain
will actually block the
200
runway
till
even
Avaki.
longer.
Turn left at Avaki and cleared RNAV approach 10 at Avaki, maintain 200 knots till Avaki, Caribbean 456.
And 456, descent 2,600 feet.
And 2,600 feet for Caribbean 456.
Step to 41, correction 401, turn left 160.
Yeah, we can do all that, so we can use the 500.
United
that's fine.
1227, turn left 190.
Left 190, United 12.
Yeah, lost the VOR signal again.
Windmill
Good
711,
lord.
turn left 190.
Left heading 190, windmill 711.
Walker 3117, turn right 290.
Base! Yippee!
Walker 3117.
So at least we're not flying longer outbound anymore.
Walker
But
3117, Juliana.
we are 50 miles out.
Air Transat 372, turn right heading 280.
Yeah, dangerous. It's a service, subscription service by Navigraph. Navigraph.com. Navigraph.com. There we go.
Julian approach Walker 3117, level 15000.
Yeah, so Brennett, regarding
3117 Juliana, hello, fly
the flight
heading
from
to,
Flagstaff to
correct,
Sedona.
fly heading 300 vectors for the RNAV runway
Yeah, if
10.
you use real time, you have weird snow textures at Sedona. Yeah, so we'll definitely do some manual weather.
Juliana approach Transat 372 with you, flight level 150, heading 160.
Transat 372 Juliana, hello, fly heading 290 vectors RNAV runway 10 approach.
Heading 290 vectors for the RNAV 10, Transat 372.
Bonaire 461, turn right heading 100, left 100.
Left turn heading 100, 461.
Julian approach, America 1959, flight level 150 at heading 210.
Yeah, so the reason why we did
American
VOR approach...
1959ers Juliana, hello, vectors for the RNAV 10
it's an out of
fly heading
approach,
190.
GNSS based,
Fly heading
so
190,
DME updating is not authorized. So you need GNSS,
Good evening, Walker
and we are simulating that we don't have it for some reason.
Walker 105.
That's why we have to go with the
Juliana,
VOR
hello,
approach.
vectors for the RNAV runway 10, fly heading 190.
Vectors are nav 10, fly heading 192, 1243.
Caribbean 456, cancel approach clearance, fly heading 010 for sequencing.
For approach clearance, fly heading 010, Caribbean 456.
I heard that twice this
Transat
morning
372, descent, flight level
in real life.
70.
And it was the same aircraft that got cancelled the approach clearance twice, and they got some more delay vectors.
43 Charlie Whiskey, fly heading
And
280.
I have to admit, he remained really calm and really polite, which is, I have to say, GG.
United 565,
They were long-range flights. They must have been working for like 10 hours.
United 565.
JetBlue 43 Charlie Whiskey, speed 200.
Speed 200, JetBlue 43, Charlie Whiskey.
Windmill 693, fly heading 190.
Heading 190, wind speed 693.
Ah, there's MAN behind us there.
JetBlue 401, right turn 190.
Right, 190.
JetBlue 1087 tower, 1187 via.
Approaching center line. Let's hope. Sequencing, Hilo. So this morning when we arrived, it was really busy, and on the southern side they were on single runway ops, and so with all the heavies inbound, yeah, they had a sequencing issue at some point. Oh dear. Come on. Oh, is he vectoring them again through the center line there? So it seems like we're
United
getting
1671, contact tower at Avaki.
cross center line again and then be vectored from the south again. So another kind of a delay vector there. $50 miles. Blimey. I am actually, you know, at the beginning when I said 2 tons extra fuel, and I thought, well, it's a bit excessive.
Bonaire 461, turn left heading 010.
I mean, now I'm actually really happy that I took those 2 tons extra.
JetBlue 401, turn left heading 100.
Because otherwise, we would be in diversion territory right now. Yeah, we have had a IDG
JetBlue 401, left 100.
overheat problem.
Right.
Yeah, so we had Gen 1 failed. That reminds me, what's the temperature now for Gen? Yeah, that's wrong, obviously. Normally, I mean, if you mechanically disconnect the IDG from the gearbox and it's not turning anymore, the oil temperature should cool down. Well, Kivo.
Walker, disregard. American 1959, fly
You don't obviously know our community website yet.
230, heading 230.
Heading 230, American 1959.
1959, descend, flight level 70.
Descend flight level 70, American 1959.
Walker 3117, descend flight level 80.
Flight level 80, Walker 3117.
So if you go to our website, you go to Documents, and there under A320 Documents, you have Procedures and Checklists, and under Supplementary Procedure, you have Single Engine Taxi, for example. Checklist, you've got Cross-Split Engine Start checklists, de-icing checklist, and you've got Engine Start with External Air checklists as well. It's all there. There's a video floating around on YouTube
461, reduce speed
of a Swiss crew having a failure on
Reducing
was it an engine failure or a generator failure? Ah, okay, so the IDG, okay, it wasn't an IDG overheat, yeah. So the problem is that if there's an issue with an electric generator, you can
turn left heading 190.
You can degenerize the
the
field so it doesn't deliver any more electricity to the system, but it's still mechanically linked
United
to the engine gearbox.
1227, turn left heading 100.
Left heading 100.
So
United
it's still
1227.
turning, and if there's a mechanical issue causing the overheat,
010.
you need to then disconnect the IDG, and once that's disconnected, you can't reconnect it in flight.
456, turn right direct.
And that's why it's guarded.
Reduce final approach speed at Avaki, clear on approach, runway 10.
Turn right to Edavaki and reduce to
Oh
final
my
approach
God,
speed.
wow.
Edavaki cleared, RNM approach 10, Caribbean 456. They confirm you want final approach speed immediately.
As soon as practicable.
Roger.
Wow. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First, we're like number 6 or number 7 in sequence. So hopefully we'll get a turn back.
Walker
to the field soon.
3317, reduce 200.
I wonder, seriously, how many people would have fuel issue now? But I'm pretty sure that they can actually do in-flight refueling, right? Hey Kivo, thank you so much for the 100 bits. That's really kind. Air-to-air refueling, yeah. Cheating, that's called.
Windmill 711, fly heading 100.
Left heading 100, windmill 711. There we go, now we're going parallel again, inbound.
American 1959, fly heading 280.
Fly heading 280, American 1959.
Lord, hang on, let me show the path, guys. Hold on. Let me show you that.
Van 461, descend 2600.
Descending 2600, 461.
Fuel and approach American 1652 with you 2000, climbing 15000.
152, hello, contact 1287 please.
1287, American 652.
JetBlue 43 Charlie Whiskey, fly heading 190.
Right, that's the airport.
Heading 190.
That's a bit delayed, so we're actually now flying
JetBlue
eastbound.
401, reduce to 180 knots.
But yeah, that's a wild,
0 knots for JetBlue 40.
wild radar vectors there. Blimey.
United 1227, fly heading 010.
MAN, how much fuel did you take?
010, United 1227.
1227, descent 5,000 feet, QNH 1018.
5,000 feet, 1018, United 1227.
Oh, look at that. Now it's
JetBlue 401,
okay, but it says required 0.3, but normally that would be 1.
Feet, QNH 1018.
Descend 2,600, QNH 1018, JetBlue 401.
Walker 1043, turn right 280.
Bermuda Triangle.
Right, check 0.
Well, there's some islands.
Walker 2071, Juliana.
Is that...
Walker 2071, Juliana.
No, that's not Sava. I don't know. I don't know where we are. Somewhere over water.
Pana 461, turn right, heading 100.
Right turn heading 100, 461.
You're watching flight radar
456 at Avaki
24
Tower
a few nights ago, Kuwaiti 320 from
Adavaki
Kuwait
Tower,
back to
Wagon
Kuwait
7
after
for
London,
Caribbean
return
456
to
here. American 288.
Yeah, Glenn, I mean,
288, go.
I guess they anticipated that as well.
Do you know how long these delay vectors will be?
And they did take on enough fuel for that.
You can expect another about 80 miles before touchdown.
Oh, ouch!
Oh, okay. No worries. We're just worried with our low fuel. I'll get back to you in the next 5 minutes. American 288.
Is that Sava?
701, descend 5,000 immediately.
5,000 immediately, windmill 711. So there we go, speed brakes out. Man your flight.
Walker 2071, heading 160, information.
Walker 2071, vectors for the RNF, runway 10, turn right heading 220.
Right, 220, keep getting stepped on and left the RNF, runway 10, Walker 27.
230.
Right,
okay, 230, Walker 27.
Didn't get an TCAS alert, interesting enough.
Right by TED 290.
Out start.
Pana 461, proceed direct Avaki, at Avaki, clear down and approach runway 10.
Avaki and Avaki out of now 10461.
Yeah, why not put everyone into the hold? Good question. That's up to ATC. The problem is though, where would you have them hold? The only holding really is overhead St. Martin's VOR, so unless there's something on the arrival routing as well. Let me just check.
Walker 10 for a 3. I've got the same percentage as the American 228. We had delay factors of about 150 nautical miles. Just wonder how long it is going to be on here, because I've only got
5,000.
Not a lot left.
QNH.
Walker 1043, you're about number 14 in the queue, and we need 10 miles between you, so do the
5, set, passing,
Okay, thanks very
5,000,
much.
0,
Happy
100.
New Year. Same to you.
That's the...
Yeah, American 280, I know you're extremely busy at the moment, but if we are to divert, what would the closest option be for us?
You could divert to the west,
Now.
St. Croix is about 50 miles.
Checked.
Okay.
Approach checklist.
Barrow ref.
QNH 1018
Sorry
set.
guys, we just have a very annoying runway.
1018 set. Seatbelts
on.
God, I love it.
minimum.
Walker 2570, turn
500
left
feet.
heading 190.
Set and checked.
Auto brake.
190.
Medium set.
Bonaire 461, reduce
Welcome
final approach
aboard
speed.
the Captain
Set
Black
checked.
Box Christmas and
Reduce
New
engine
Year
mode selector.
infotainment experience.
Normal.
Could new subscribers please
Approach
make their way
checklist
to the
completed.
first class cabin where seasonal aperitifs, canapes and Christmas cheer will be served. Thank you.
Yannick, thank you so much.
JetBlue 401, turn right heading 100.
No, we're good on fuel. Yannick, thank you so much for the 3 months. Welcome back. I hope you're doing good.
Windmill 697, correction.
Now we're flying
693,
towards the field.
Turn right.
We still have 3
correction,
tons of
turn
fuel.
left heading 060.
Although we made 500 kilograms.
060, windmill 693.
Transat 372, reduce speed 200.
500 kilograms extra fuel. We are kind of feeling the pinch already, a little bit.
372, reduce speed 200.
Yeah, that was FS2 crew. Well, Brennan, I'm sorry. I did not expect things to go that
about 7 miles. We need about 10 miles for final, so if you could reduce a little bit more, that'd be splendid.
I cannot reduce more than that because I am beginning to be short of fuel. 461, sorry.
461, Roger. Windmill 711, turn left heading 010.
Left 010, windmill 711.
JetBlue 401, proceed
Right,
direct
so I'm hoping
Avaki
that we're going to get
at
vectors
Avaki,
onto the
clear
final.
approach, runway 10.
2.5 is what we need on final, 33 miles out.
United
Should work out.
1227,
It should.
descent 2,600 feet, QNH 101.
Call it medical emergency. You know what the controller will say?
Walker 2071, turn
Reynolds,
heading
he would say, well, log off.
Heading 280, Walker 2071.
And 2071, descend flight level 70.
Descend flight level 70, Walker 2071.
United 565, turn left heading 190. 565, left 190.
190, United 565.
United 1227, 1227, reduce speed 180 knots.
180 knots, United 1227.
Bonaire 461, contact tower on 118 decimal, correction. Yeah, 118.7, see ya.
Yeah, 1187, 461, thanks sir, sorry.
No problem.
Yeah,
Brennan. 401, same for you at Avaki, contact tower 118.7.
Today's event started at 1800. I honestly didn't think that it would be this busy right from the start.
Thank you. United 1227, turn right,
bad.
direct Avaki, at Avaki, clear RNAV approach, runway 10.
Right direct Avaki, equipped for the RNAV at Avaki for 10, United 1227.
And 1227, reduce speed 180 knots.
Yeah, we're at 180 knots, United 1227.
Thank you very much. American 228, turn right, heading 100. Correction, left 100.
Left heading 100, American 38.
And the windmill 711, descend, flight level, correction, descend 2,600 feet, QNH 1018.
Descend 2,600, connection 1018, windmill 711.
Right. Lufthansa 372, turn left, heading
just so it's
190.
a shallow descend, about 600 feet per minute. We're still 30 miles out. It's costing
windmill
fuel.
693, turn left, heading 010.
Left heading 010, windmill 693.
Oh man, seriously?
American 1959, reduce speed 200.
The problem is
200, American 1959.
he's still taking people through the center line again. So you see, we're doing kind of these S curves around the center line. Yeah, we're going to get very close to the 2.5 tons min diversion fuel. Now, normally it's something in real life I wouldn't do. I wouldn't commit to the airport here, obviously.
United 441.
Single runway ops, this busy, but we're not going to divert.
Walker 3117, turn left, heading 190.
We'll commit.
Left 190, Walker 3117.
Windmill 711, reduce speed 180 knots.
180 knots, windmill 711. Right. And windmill 711 is 185 knots okay also to keep the flaps at position 1?
Yeah, that's fine for now, but I'll need you to reduce a bit more in a second.
Roger. Yeah, because flaps 2 is definitely going to add a lot of drag, so trying to stay in this config. Brennelt, we're like number 4 for the approach. The problem is, Brennelt, that obviously, just to show everyone again.
United 441, Juliana, hello, vector for the RNF, runway
So
10,
a heavy aircraft is not allowed to turn here. So any heavy aircraft have to go right to the end, turn around there, and then backtrack all the way back to the apron.
228,
we are allowed to backtrack through this bay here, so we won't take that long. But any heavy aircraft literally
Blue 43 Charlie Whiskey,
causes a lot of delay on the runway.
43 Charlie Whiskey, fly heading 100.
Just imagine a go around. No.
JetBlue 43 Charlie Whiskey.
No. We are visualizing ourselves
fly heading 100.
Doing a perfect landing. That's what we are visualizing.
Windmill 693, descend 2,600 feet, QNH 1018.
That traffic
descending
is 5 miles to the right.
QNH 1018.
And I don't even see him.
Windmill 693.
I don't see that traffic. That's weird. Unbelievable. We took 2 tons of extra fuel for this flight. 2 tons. And we're burning it right now. That is a lot. Right. Now be reminded, 2 tons in the Phoenix is almost 2 hours. 1 hour of extra fuel. Because obviously it has still the Neo fuel value from Microsoft. No, we don't have a fuel emergency. We still have more than an hour flight time remaining. It's about 1 hour 30 minutes remaining with this fuel load, so How much in real life? 2.4 tons. So you would have, in real life, you would have about 1,200 kilograms on each side with the CFM
Windmill
engines.
711, turn right direct Avaki, at Avaki, clear the Arnav approach, runway 10.
Right to Avaki, and from there clear the Arnav 10, windmill 711. Right, what are we going to do?
United 1227 at Avaki, contact tower 1187, see ya.
Over
I'm not going to bother him,
United
guys.
1227, thanks, great job.
With the VOR stuff or the Arnav stuff. Because the point will be
heading 010.
the same. So Avaki.
American 288, fly heading 010.
So I'm just going to put
010, American 38.
JetBlue 43, Charlie Whiskey, fly heading 070.
Right, there's Avaki. I'm going to put this to track FBA right now. 2,600 feet. And Avaki is pretty much the same fix as our descent, not descent point, but the Uluba, which is on final for the VOR approach as well. Right, so we checked that, that's fine, but we will fly the VOR approach. The controller will not notice difference. I just don't want to get on his nerves because he's busy. A go around will put us back into the line.
Walker 2570, turn heading 100.
Well, let's put it this way.
Heading 100.
A go around would
American
mean
1959,
logging
heading
off
190.
Logging off VATSIM
190 for
and
American
doing a visual approach.
American 288, send 2,600 feet, QNH 101.
So we're definitely now in the commitment range to stay here at
So is that American
St.
for
Maarten.
American 38?
That's you.
Say that again, sorry?
The pressure.
2,600 feet, please.
2,600 American 38.
Go around and avert to Amsterdam, guys.
Windmill 6933, attraction 693, turn right direct.
But at least
Avaki,
we're inbound now to the
Avaki,
final.
runway
22 miles to
10.
go. It's getting serious now, guys.
Right, direct Avaki from Avaki cleared the ANAV 10 and remain on frequency. Windmill 693.
Yes, remain here for now.
Right. So, we are cleared for the approach, right? So, with the ANAV approach, we would ascend out of 26 from Avaki to 1700. And so...
Windmill 711 at Avaki, contact tower 1187, see ya.
At Avaki 187, thanks a lot, see ya. Windmill 711.
711, low that.
Yeah, hats off again to the controllers, guys. I mean, when they host...
JetBlue 43, Charlie Whiskey, fly heading 0.
When they host an event, they obviously don't know how many people will take part. They know it's going to get busy, but it's difficult for them to predict how many people are going to be arriving at what time.
43, Charlie Whiskey, descend 2,000.
And I can promise you, it's going to get even busier once another streamer called Flight Deck to Sim will fly to St. Maarten at around half an hour from now. So it's going to get even crazier. No joke.
Walker 2071, 2071, turn left, heading 190.
And just to make my point...
That's 190, Walker 2071.
Let me just see.
Walker 2570, descent 5,000 feet, QNH 1018.
So they're currently
5,1018
at this airport. Oh, look at that Challenger, lovely.
Windmill 693 at Avaki, contact tower 118.7.
And I'm sure they all will be flying to
St.
Maarten. And look at the
1187
lay
at
vectors.
Avaki
Crazy.
and maintaining 200 until Avaki. Windmill 693, bye, thank you very much.
Good.
Yeah, and those were just the aircraft on the ground.
United 565, turn left heading 100.
And you can still see there's still lots of aircraft inbound right now.
Walker 2570, fly heading 070.
070 Walker.
Anyways, let's concentrate on flying the aircraft. Here's the airport coming into view there. So we're going to intercept that radial, and contrary to the Boeing, this button here is not for VOR radials. This is only for the ILS localizer. So the only way to fly this approach is by using either the nav mode or tracked flight path angle. Well, there are circumstances where you can use final approach mode as well, but we won't do that today. We're just going to use track flight path angle, which is fine. It's a very good mode, and very accurate as well. No, so for me the bird, I use that mainly for the descent or level flight. While for the tracking, I use this diamond on the nav display or on the heading display there. Right, flaps 2 coming in a minute.
Emirates 288, maintain 200 knots, still Avaki.
Maintain 200 until Avaki, Emirates 288.
So we're supposed to contact tower, which we can do now.
Forward approach 138.95,
Flaps 2.
Juliana
Speed
Tower,
checked.
Windward 788.
Flaps 2.
12 miles to the southeast.
Gear down.
With the ATIS for full stop landing.
Windward 788, I've got some bad
Cabin
news
crew,
for you.
be seated for landing.
Cannot handle any VFR inbound.
2,500.
Last tower told me it was okay to turn around and come back, but that's fine. 788.
Flaps 3.
Radar altimeter
It's a
alive.
different thing than he
Speed
told
checked.
me. But yeah,
Flaps
I can offer
3.
you Grand Case.
Yeah, we can go to Grand Coast first. 788. That's uncontrolled, so we don't need to talk to you, correct?
Well, it's in my sector. You can talk to me for flight info, but aside from that, that's all.
United 1227, we're able to stop back taxi to Echo.
So 5.9 will could descend here, that's fine.
Expedite 6K.
We'll go walk right United 1227.
Juliana Tower, good evening. Windmill 711 on the VOR 10.
Windmill 711, Julian Tower, hello, expect late landing here.
Okay. Flaps full.
Speed checked. Flaps full.
Gear down.
Gear down.
Oh, that
Gear
was
down.
the... Yeah, disregard. That's a mechanical...
Cabin crew, be
you know
seated
what?
for
Maybe
landing.
that's my mechanical... throttle or the throttle. That's why maybe I'm not getting the gear lever to move. Maybe that's the reason. I have to watch the replay. Maybe I even did say gear up on departure, and it just wouldn't go up because of the hardware. Landing checklist.
Ecamp Memo.
Landing
1000. Landing checklist completed.
Right, we've got the runway in sight. We are currently 3.6 miles out. I'm going to go vision here.
1227, we're clear 10 Echo.
Now 1227, Roger, break, windmill 711, within 0 at 0 at 8 knots, runway 10, clear to land.
10 clear to land, windmill 711, thank you. Right, thank God for that. So just slightly low. Wind from the right, 11 knots. Gonna go with the palmies now.
Windmill 711, how fast can you stop? I'm going to need you to brake hard and backtrack and brake it as soon as possible.
That is all copied, Windmill 711.
United 1-2.
Right, hot brakes coming in.
One inside of final.
100 above.
100 above.
We have it on inside United 1-2.
Yeah, runway's
1-2 behind landing traffic. Remember 10 landing point behind. Be ready for
minimums. Continue.
We'll be ready, United 1-2.
400.
Well, now I have a good excuse, right?
Tower, good afternoon. Windmill 693
no butter, no.
past Avaki.
300.
Windmill 693, hello. Minimum approach speed.
Minimum approach speed 693.
200.
Juliana Tower, Maarten 288 with you.
Maarten 288, Juliana, hello. Speed 160.
100.
Reduce on the way 160.
Oh no.
50.
Correction
40.
170.
30. 20. Retard.
170, Maarten 288.
Not too bad. Manual brakes.
Spoilers.
Max manual brakes.
Reverse green. Decel.
Blimey.
70 knots.
Now that's how pros do it. He's not going to expect that, is he?
Windmill 711 report vacated.
Windmill 711 has vacated now.
Done. Yo, United 1-2 wind 080 cleared for takeoff.
Well, the packs have definitely
Takeoff,
kissed
United 1-2,
the headrest from the
American 288, your on speed.
The seat in front of them. Oh, I've got a scenery issue. Oh, that's so nasty.
Windmill 711 takes you to a gate of your choice.
Gate of our choice. Thank you much for the service, Windmill 711. But the landing was alright. It wasn't a slammer, so... After landing checklist.
Radar and predictive wind shear system.
On behalf of the captain
Off.
and the entire crew,
After
we'd like
landing
to welcome
checklist
you
completed.
to our destination. For your safety, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened, leaving
But
all
why do I
items
have... Is there a
handled
standard
safely forward
scenery?
until the seatbelt signs have been switched
Oh, no, I didn't check,
leave
did
the
I?
aircraft, please ensure you have all your personal items and hand luggage with you. Please be careful when opening overhead lockers.
Well,
and items
that's
may fall
unrealistic
out
as
or
well, isn't it?
We'd like to remind you that smoking is not permitted.
I would normally expect that to be much higher.
If you require assistance when you leave the aircraft, please contact us.
Wings 101, hello.
If you're connected to another flight
Clear
today and
2
hold
for
a
Latvia
walkie-talkie,
by the motor to the box of cruise transition. Expect window 10 initially climb, Saturday 150 squawk 4503.
This will lead you on to your departure terminal, and please check your gate number.
Where do we
in the
park?
lounge.
Let's park there.
To avoid missing your onward flight, we strongly recommend that you go straight to your departure
There's the
terminal.
Zowie one as well. Oh no.
If you do not have a boarding
I didn't
card,
realise.
please go directly
Oh,
to
you gotta be
the
kidding me.
flight connections desk. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the entire airline, thank you very much for choosing to fly with us today, and we hope to see you again in the near future. Thank you.
Just want to watch
Clear to
MAN's
land,
landing.
runway 10. Windmill 693.
United 1-2 approach.
Look at that sunset.
128.950, bye-bye.
128.950, United 1-2. Thanks for your help tonight.
See ya. For the wings 101, sorry about that. Your readback is correct. Departure frequency is not included in a
Stream
ICAO
sniped,
clearance.
yeah, exactly.
The
I'm gonna
QNX
squeeze it
108
right
report
there.
ready for pushback and startup.
Now we'll see if I can catch
43 Charlie Whiskey speed 1.
MAN's landing there. Oh, there he is. Fantastic. MAN, I'll be right with you. Oh, that's so annoying regarding double scenery. Blimey. It's something, why can't they do that? Why can't they, when you start up and then, you know... Beautiful, beautiful MAN. GG. Beautiful landing. Yeah, like, you know, deactivate the older version. So let's say you're installing a payware add-on. Asobo then would recognize, or the software would recognize that you've got a payware scenery, and it would deactivate its own. Surely that can't be too difficult to accomplish. Or prompt, yeah, that you have duplicated sceneries. Yeah, exactly. There we go. 2 off. Brennan is saying finally. Parking checklist.
Parking brake or chocks.
Parking brake set.
Juliana
checked.
Tower,
Engines.
T43, good morning.
Off.
Wing lights.
Off.
Fuel pumps.
Off.
Parking checklist completed.
Right. Cool. Main menu. Let me completely deactivate it straight away.
Parking brake or chocks.
By Copilot. Yeah. So what you need to do, I guess, and I completely forgot because doing so many different things today, you would simply go and just check here. And then you just go and list, and then just delete the Asobo one. Yeah, so that's what I forgot. So yeah, let's Kodiak, guys. Actually, no, let's Cessna first of all. We're gonna go fly from Flagstaff to Sedona, but we're gonna look at the meteor crater.
Now that's how pros do it.
Yeah, Sedona, Brennan, I can check again for Sedona as well. So that's what it looks like if you don't have dual scenery, guys. So, oh no, I'll disregard. Forget it. Forget it. We're gonna fly to St. Maarten in the not too distant future again, for sure, and then I can show you that. Right. Quick restart of the stream. I'll be back with you in about 3 minutes, okay? And then we'll go set up for the Cessna from Flagstaff to Sedona. It's going to be very scenic.
Good night, Black Box.
Good night. Thank you so much for everyone for their support, guys. Big thank you to Brennel for the €25 donation on the stream and for the gifted subs, everyone. Thank you so much. And I'll see you in 3 minutes.